All right, everyone, we are live. Everything looks good. Welcome to session 19 of Adventures in Emathan, and we have a guest with us tonight. Max has joined us and will be playing Lieutenant Arden Galecrest, a member of the Vanguard who are overseeing are looking after Tionchar Winery in the Whitfield Farm. And Barry, you've gone all blurry, or
Think you've been drinking. I look fine.
or I've gone all blurry, one or the other. So, as we do every session, I will do a little recap of tonight. Get the much needed, much anticipated recap music going. And we'll do a recap. So, as the last session began, it was 80 days since the party were last all together. It was a beautiful late summer morning on the 39th day of the third Trigon of Newell's influence. The winery was busy with harvest and winemaking activities as a new day began. The party had gathered around the same table on the manor porch where they had sat together all those long days ago. The party spent several hours catching up on what they had been doing and things that they had learned during the 80 days. It was clear there was a lot going on. The party finished up with their breakfast and headed into the city of Evandor. Upon arriving in the city, the party headed straight to the Watchtower Theater. Nightingale entered alone to speak with Alvor Starling Amberlance. Starling congratulated Nightingale on becoming a full-fledged penumbra. Nightingale asked Starling to listen for any information on Whalespell Wren, as she was missing, which he assured Nightingale he would do. Starling warned Nightingale that Hayes was still searching for him, and with that, Nightingale departed. Next, the party decided to pay a visit to Elam Brushbelly at the Fortune and Luck Smokehouse. Upon arriving, the smokehouse was empty. Elam told the party that there had been no deliveries since their last visit. He assured the party that he would let them know if any should occur. This was Elam's covert way of saying that he had not heard from Lord Felmorn Riovar since their last visit. With a major part of their business for the day completed, the party headed to the Nag's Head Tavern for drinks and lunch. There they decided that something had to be done about Hayes. They made a big show of Nightingale's presence, hoping that it would draw attention should Hayes or someone who worked for him be in the area. They next moved to the Ore House Inn, where they hoped to do the same. Nightingale pretended to pass out from being drunk, and the rest of the party took him to a room in the inn. The plan was successful, and the party noticed a cloaked figure that had been at the Nag's Head Tavern head upstairs. In his room, Nightingale waited. A person stopped at his door and quietly unlocked it. They burst into the room and quickly closed and locked the door behind them. Nightingale was able to grapple the person with his whip and then magically hold them. Each time they were able to somehow break the hold. All the while, Nightingale had a nagging feeling that he knew this person. The rest of the party reached the room and broke down the door. A tense standoff ensued until Nightingale suddenly realized who the person was. Hayes was Brix, a rogue brother that Bashir had run with in his younger days. Nightingale asked the others to wait outside so that Hayes and he could talk. The two came to an understanding that neither were the people that they once were from so many long years ago. Hayes gave Nightingale a short update on his other rogue brothers, one who had died and one who had disappeared. Hayes decided that he was not returning to Easterly. Instead, he spoke of heading to Vargas and took his leave out the window. party returned to Tionchar Winery late that night and headed straight to bed. The next morning, Nightingale, disguised as Corey Fairbanks, asked Douglan to accompany him back to the city of Evandor so that he could acquire a breastplate. The two headed to the Dragon's Hide, where Wulfric Wildhammer found and fitted Corey with a breastplate in a few hours. Douglan shopped for a gift for Maggie, and the two headed back. Back at the winery, the party gathered in the new manor house dining room, where they discussed strategy for Maggie and the Githanthar's arrival. This included how to best handle the unexpected arrival of the Githyanki, and how best to protect the wine. With full bellies and full heads, they all headed off to bed. As today's session begins, it is early morning on the first day of the first Trigon of Elok's influence, a day known as the Festival of Death. A day to give thanks for the summer's bounty and to ask for favor and protection from the three as winter approaches. The party is gathered on the Tionchar Manor house porch for breakfast, along with Captain Barlor Norwood, Lieutenant Rycroft Crestbranch, Lieutenant Arden Galecrest, and Anton Tionchar. A big day lies ahead for all as the group begins final discussions on their plan for the day's activities.
It's a lot to digest.
Both at the table and information. Yeah.
Yes. Douglan?
Yes, Lord. I immediately attack Lieutenant Arden. Who are you? What? Who are you?
Welcome on board.
Yeah.
So we've got our basic plan laid out. I'll protect the Yalm wine, and you guys will assure the right people are coming to pick it up.
Yeah, so it's about to happen, right? Weren't we going to do the Lehman's tiny hut?
Yes.
Okay, so Landis has to stay in there.
That is correct.
Obviously Douglan is going to be as close to the rift as
Well,
possible.
you all, let's get Lieutenant Arden, Lafferty, Landis, myself, obviously. We'll get Corey, Douglan in the Lehman's tiny hut before Landis casts it. That way you guys can come and go. Otherwise, none of you can come in and Landis is stuck in there by himself.
Okay.
So Captain Barlor says, based on the information that we were given last night about the potential that both Tionchar Winery and the Whitfield farm are being watched, as we talked about, we will continue our patrols as we have in the past, but we will add the addition of our people that are watching from the woods for any unexpected activity there. But we want to continue the illusion that everything is status quo here, following the same routines that we have done in the past. Lieutenant Rycroft will head up that part of today's activity, ensuring that all of our usual routines, as well as the new watchers, will be properly positioned. And I have asked Lieutenant Arden and two of our best soldiers to join you today in preparation for the rift's opening. Is that agreeable to everyone?
Indeed.
Sir. We hope you aren't offended by our presence. It's just an extra precaution, of course.
Well, not offended at all, lad. Last time the rift opened, I had a hell of a time. I'll take all the help I can get.
Yes, perhaps you could enlighten us again what happened previously?
From what I remember, the wrong folk came through the wrong time.
I see.
Lieutenant Arden, you folks don't need to really worry too much. If all things work out the way we have it planned, the Githyn Thor will show up with Maggie, they'll pick up the wine, and be gone in a flash. If things go south, you'll know because we'll be running around like chickens with our heads cut off.
Very good. Right.
But that's not going to happen.
Tell me, Lieutenant Arden, have you ever seen a Gith before?
Can't say that I have. Can't say I've seen one of the rifts of yore either. History tales, really, more than anything, but never encountered it myself, no.
Well, let's hope today is very uneventful for you. For all of us.
Yes.
Anton has been listening to the conversation, and now, boys, what will be my part in this today? Should I need to be there? They'll be expecting to see me, of course, and do you want me up close to where the portal will open, or should I stay back? We're just going to be in the clearing just over here. I just want to make sure that I'm not in the way if anything starts to go wrong. I don't want Douglan's looks bothering me.
If I may, it might be best for you to stay back at least until we've ascertained whether there's a threat or not.
Well, that makes sense. Yep.
Once we've determined the safety of the situation, then perhaps we could signal you to come forth if that's what Mr. McCain wishes.
Lieutenant has the right of it, Anton. Just stay in here, close to Landis. No one can get in this. Once that rift's open and we see who's coming through, you come on out. All right?
Yes. Maybe I'll stay with the wine, and then once we know that everything is as we're expecting it to be, then I'll come out to greet them.
Anton, I would appreciate your company in the hut while I wait. We'll be safe in there.
Now we don't have an exact time. The only message that Maggie has given me, and I think she gave you the same one, Douglan, was early afternoon. So, I mean, from noon on, I guess we should be holding the vigil over there. Does that sound correct to everyone?
That's my understanding.
Reasonable.
Those of you with rift experience, is there a precursor to like some sort of warning that a rift is happening, or is it fairly instantaneous? Is there time to prepare when we know it's starting?
We have no way to determine when this rift will open. A colleague of ours is working on a way to detect the rifts. He has a way of doing it, but he's not here. So we will just have to wait patiently. We know roughly where it'll show up, but as to when, we get no warning. So all of us need to be on alert from this point forward. It could happen at any time. And it's not like when the rift opens, there's any indication to whether or not it's friendlies coming through. There's no difference in the portals. They all look the same.
Anton says, well, I have a bit of experience with these. Now, when the portal is preparing to open, there's first a stone column that appears. It'll slowly fade in, and once that stone column has fully appeared, there's sort of an archway that comes down either side from that pillar, and soon as it touches down, the portal opens. So we have a little bit of a warning as that initial column, but the whole thing only takes maybe 3 or 4 seconds.
So roughly we are 3 to 4 hours away, Colin?
Well, it's early morning, sort of 8-ish in the morning.
Okay.
And everybody's just gathered around that table having breakfast and discussing the day.
So I think it, Douglan, he's obviously a high ranking, but I think this is a big deal. So Douglan's going to take a minute to just talk to Lieutenant Arden. So tell me,
Yes.
how long have you been with the Vanguard? I mean, I know we're friends, but he's just trying to make small talk. I know you told me, but remind me again.
Well, for a fair while now, as achieving the rank of lieutenant is not necessarily a small matter. Some of the higher born families will buy rank for their sons, but I refused that and wished to earn it myself. So, it's been a few years. You have to forgive me. On this particular day, I'm feeling a bit nervous, actually. We've been here guarding Tionchar Winery for quite a few months now, and it's finally all been quiet this whole time, and now seems to be coming to an abrupt event. Feels significant. Feels significant.
Just
waiting.
We all get the butterflies, boy, when things get crazy.
Just one soldier to another, just follow your training.
Indeed.
Just let your mind go. But again, hopefully it doesn't come to that. But you and I both know that wishing is not good for much when the action starts.
If it does come to action, I hope to stand side by side with you. So,
I would suggest standing next to Douglan if it comes to blows. He seems to attract every weapon.
I believe I could help him as much as he can help me. So, be an honor.
Well, Lieutenant, I have a habit of, let's just say taking a few blows and dropping down from time to time, But I'll get back up. It'll be all right.
I've heard the stories.
Come on, Douglan, you're being hard on yourself. You have a habit of saving lives.
I take the beating that keeps it from the others. That's what I got to do. That's what I got to do.
Captain Barlor says to the group, I am going to take my leave with Lieutenant Rycroft. We want to make sure that we're getting our people positioned, so we are ready for this afternoon. If there are no further questions for myself or Lieutenant Rycroft, we will start executing on our part of this plan. If anyone needs to find me, I will be over at our camp. The lieutenant will most likely be busy ensuring the patrols are on as they should be. And with that, I'll take my leave. Good day to everyone.
Is it Landis is going to be casting the hut?
Yes.
Arden will ask, Mr. von Tenebrin, how long does this magical hut of yours last?
I can sustain the magic for better part of a day.
Oh, well, fantastic. Then perhaps it's something we should take care of now. It's prepared. We're not caught to rears in case something does happen earlier than anticipated.
That's a wise suggestion, Lieutenant Arden. If you will all follow me, we will head over to the location. We'll place the alm wine, and will erect the magical protection.
Anton says, I will head off and make sure that the wine gets delivered over to the location as soon as possible. We can get it positioned there, and you can make your little magic hut.
Anton, you will need to be there when I cast the spell, or you will not be able to enter.
I will be there with the wine.
Excellent.
Lafferty's gonna go with him.
All right. So Anton heads off with Lafferty, with some help from the winery's hands. They bring all the crates of wine over to kind of an area that's just a little bit off from the clearing itself, the main clearing itself. It looks like the best protected area within the opening to put the wine and to put up the shelter. Anton explains basically on the far side of this clearing is where the portal always appears. So on the side of the clearing closest to the winery itself is where he figures it'll be best for everyone to position themselves until you know exactly, when things open.
So everyone's there and ready. Landis will take his staff and he draws a circle around everybody. He pulls out this small bead of clearest crystal on his palm, and the bead rises up as incantational magic begins to absorb into it, and then it goes thump around everybody. And we are now in Liedman's tiny hut.
Splendid.
It's a 10-foot radius dome. Those that are in it can leave. From this point on, Landis is resting up against it, and he can't leave.
Right, Landis has to remain inside it as long as it's active, correct?
That's correct, yes.
Oh, damn. So you leave it, it drops, basically?
Yes.
Okay.
So, good luck, gentlemen. If you have to fall back to the hut. Otherwise, I am unable to assist you.
Boy, I hope Landis went to the outhouse before he made that hut.
Oh, I did.
Slide around.
Starts digging a hole.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a long day.
He's in there.
I believe the walls of Tiny Hut are opaque as well. If you
Yeah,
want.
you can't see in. So I got privacy if I've got the number
Yeah,
two.
you're good. You're good. Just don't know what the airflow is in there. So
No, constantly refreshed. Thank you.
good stuff. So we'll kind of move ahead here unless anybody really has anything they have to deal with here in the morning. About a couple of hours after you have initially casted the hut and everyone's sort of milling around, obviously lots of cases of nerves, riding up the road already clear of the Vanguard watch is a fairly heavily cloaked figure, but as he gets a little closer, he is familiar to most of you. It is Brell Cortland.
Ah. I'm glad he showed up.
So
Yeah,
Brell rides up on his horse, dismounts, and seeing the group of you kind of approach, he says, "Is Nightingale here?"
Corey will walk up to Brell and be like, "Mr. Cortland, I'm a representative of Mr. Nightingale. We'd like to welcome you to Tionchar Winery."
It is good to meet you, Corey. Will Nightingale be joining us? I did promise him that I would be here for this occasion.
Unfortunately, he will not be able to be joining us. He's off on business, but perhaps his associate, Douglan, would be of reassurance to you.
Absolutely. Douglan, it is good to see you again.
Yeah, Master Cortland. How are you? You are a very welcome sight, to be sure.
I am very pleased that I could make it for this occasion. It is a busy time for my family, but this is a very large moment for all of you, and if there is anything that I can assist with, I would be most pleased to do so. Now, I had spoken to Nightingale about my ability to tell when the rift was going to open, or sorry, the portal was going to open. And I do believe I should be able to detect moments before the portal starts to generate itself.
Well, that'll give us a little jump start then there, Mr. Cortland.
Indeed.
Well,
Perhaps you should hunker yourself down with Douglan and Lieutenant Arden for watching over in case things get pushing to shoving.
yeah, so if I could just briefly, I'm sure you're familiar with the dome over there. So that's where Anton, the wine, our Landis, who I'm sure will be, well, I think you know Landis von Tenebrin. We're going to keep it in there.
I did meet Landis, yes.
Yeah, we're going to keep it in there until we know what's coming through. Last time they paid a visit here, it wasn't who we expected. So we're trying to take as few chances as possible. Unfortunately, it was cast, so I don't think you can go in yourself, but I'm not sure that's where you want to be anyway.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, Douglan. But I will look after myself, I am sure. Could someone maybe show me where we anticipate that this portal will open?
Yes, Lieutenant, shall we?
Sure. Follow us, please.
I don't believe I have
Yes.
met you before, Lieutenant. You
Apology.
are...
Yes,
Yes.
I am part of the Vanguard. We've been patrolling this area for quite a few months, making sure it stays secure and that Mr. Tionchar's wares remain intact. And we are here also to assist with today's event on this auspicious day of festivities.
Yes, the fact that they have chosen to come through on the Festival of Death is an interesting choice. And I hope one that turns out differently than the festival's name, indeed.
Douglan, if you guys are going on by the hut there, make sure Landis has got something to drink and eat, man. He's been in there for a few hours already.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah, let's go in and see how he's doing. Oh,
Corey
Landis.
Fairbanks is going to hang back. You know, he'll have his longbow out, just kind of watching over top of within range of the longbow, but
Like on a rocking chair on a porch.
yeah, smoking.
Yeah, just back and forth.
If I could get me a shotgun, this would be some different story.
All right. Burrell heads over to the clearing with Anton. He's just talking with Anton. They're sort of walking the area and looking things over. What are the rest of you up to?
Douglan's not going to be able to stand still, so he's going to be pacing around. He's going to make sure that, you know, he memorizes every blade of grass between the hut and where we think the portal's going to come.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I might go. You said Lieutenant Rycroft is managing soldiers around the perimeter.
Yep.
I would probably just go and check in with him just to make sure everything's smooth over there as well before coming back to settle up. And just, I'm sure him and myself and Captain Barlor have probably all been discussing our own sort of, you know, Vanguardian plans of action as well. So just making sure we're all in sync, stuff like that. So. Okay.
So, you know, the rest of the morning, everybody is sort of doing their own thing a little bit. Everybody has walked the clearing. multiple times, just kind of making sure everyone is comfortable with the area. A little bit dealing with the nerves of what's ahead. Obviously, Douglan would probably be the guy that's definitely dealing with some nerves, not so much with the Githenthor arrival as Maggie's arrival
Is that
after all this time.
common knowledge to the rest of us?
That
At
Maggie's
his-
showing up?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The Vanguard know about that.
The Vanguard would know. So the Vanguard don't really understand the full
history.
extent of
Yeah.
the wine.
Okay.
They definitely don't, but they do, in all the time that Douglan has been hanging out with them, obviously Douglan has talked about the fact that his daughter will be coming back through this portal with the Gith and Thor.
Okay.
All right, we approach noon, and everyone heads out to the clearing in anticipation of the rival. Grell is there. Anton takes his position inside of the dome, the hut, with the wine. It's been a fantastic day for Landis. Sitting in the dome.
I've just been reading, catching up on
Yes.
some reading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, for Landis, this would be a dream come true. A day of just sitting around reading while everybody else is pacing.
Running about in a climate-controlled bubble. It's perfect.
As an hour kind of goes by and everybody's sort of milling around and talking amongst each other. So we have the 5 of you, including the lieutenant. The lieutenant has 2 Vanguard soldiers with him. So Lieutenant Arden has 2 Vanguard soldiers. We have Brell there. Anton is in the shelter along with Landis. So that's sort of the lot of you that are hanging out waiting for this. And as an hour starts to drift into 2 hours, Brell says, he looks towards the other end of the clearing and he says, I do believe it's beginning.
All right. Well,
Sure enough, on the far side of the clearing, and this clearing is probably 80 feet or so in diameter. It's a fair size clearing. And on the other side of the clearing from you, as Anton had sort of described in the morning, you slowly see this dark object starts to appear. And Anton inside of the shelter kind of steps out for a minute and he's like, right there, that's where it always appears, right there. And then he steps back inside the shelter and it begins to sort of take the shape of a tall stone pillar, almost like a stone obelisk. And as it sort of fully materializes, an archway from the top of it starts to slowly drift down on either side towards the ground. It looks like this will be about 20 feet or so in diameter by the time the archways touch down. And just as the archways sort of reach the ground, you just hear this, and the portal opens up. Immediately, this black smoke starts to pour out of the portal, and you can hear the sounds of a massive battle going on the other side of the portal. The smoke is so thick, sort of billowing out of the portal, you can't really see what's going on the other side. but you can just tell from the sound that clearly there's no good going on over there.
And no one's coming through except for the smoke.
3 people come through the portal. There are 2 that are helping a third that seems to be injured. Douglan, you immediately recognize one of them is Maggie, the other 2 are Gith. And they are they're sort of helping this this injured Gith make it through. They get about 15 feet, 15, 20 feet or so ahead of the portal, and 3 other Gith emerge from the smoke. They are not dressed in the same armor as the first 2.
I mean, Douglan's making a beeline.
Arden is right behind him.
Alrighty. Let's roll some initiatives, shall we?
Oh, right where I want to be. Totally.
I am going to share this map with everyone.
Oh, holy bigness. Okay, no, it's not that big.
Holy bigness.
Did you just make fun of me?
Not at all. I'm just excited.
It's me, Maggie.
It's me, Maggie.
Well, it is your Maggie.
Maybe. Maybe it's an imposter and I stab her in the throat.
Okay.
Just
All right, so you can see we have our 2 Gith and Thor with Maggie, and 3 Gith Yankee have appeared through the port. I will roll for my NPCs here.
Even in the smoke, I can tell Maggie's a babe.
Yeah. Woo, Douglan.
Now I am going to
Nightingale's gonna be like,
throw.
hello?
I'm just going to throw the group of you there. Now, Barry, if you look in the right, oops. If you look just towards the bottom right side of the map, that is where that's where the boxes of wine are right there.
That's the hut. Is around there.
Yeah, that's where the hut is. So you guys can position yourselves sort of in the areas that you are there. I need to...
Yeah, Lafferty was in with Landis. How close were we?
It happened across the field from the opening.
Okay, so where Douglan is where
Whereabouts he is.
where
yeah.
we would be. Okay.
Actually, Nightingale's back by the tree. Or I should say,
Okay.
Corey Fairbanks in his longbow. Over by, who's that there? Oh, that's Brell. Mr. Cortland.
Mr. Cortland.
And
What has
I
happened?
need to add in... I don't have Anton on here.
Don't die, Anton.
Oh, he's in with
Is-
That's your
Landis.
father-in-law?
That's his father-in-law, Anton.
And Douglan is the only one that thinks Anton's a pain in the ass. Everybody else loves him.
He's such a sweet man.
Yeah. Lafferty loves him. They like clicked. Ugh. Awful.
Just awful. All right. There is...
Well, it's time to earn them.
Anton
strats.
is in. Okay, I think we got everybody. Oh, I got to throw those 2 Vanguard soldiers on there. Sounds like somebody's having fun in the background there.
My word, does it not, eh? You sure you want to send Maggie back into this? Ugh, worst dad of the year.
Well, as you will find out, an 18-year-old daughter does what the fuck she wants.
Oh my. Okay, are we missing anybody, folks? I think that is the whole kit and caboodle there. We've got Burrell. We've got Corey Fairbanks, Douglan, Arden's men.
Can I
Yeah.
use this token instead of Nightingale's token?
It won't have your stats.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we get the idea.
Yeah. We know.
That's
who you
okay.
are.
That's okay.
Okay, so at the top of the order. Oh, you know what I nearly forgot, and I would never forgive myself.
Combat music.
We gotta have some combat music.
I mean, we've got swords in the background, shields
Oh,
breaking.
I've got
Oh,
goosebumps.
red
I've got
day.
goosebumps. We didn't
Those
get
were-
dressed up for nothing.
Okay, so Lafferty, you have the initiative.
All right, so Lafferty, his experimental potion of the day is flying.
Heck of a good one, yeah.
So he is going to drink his potion, and he's going to stay. He's not going to start flying yet, but as an action, he's going to drink his potion, and he is going to send Pez out and up and towards, way up high towards the where the rift, where the portal opened. And
Throw your little icon out there for him.
Oh yeah, you're right. Where is it?
Was there a Pez icon?
There is.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, I've got an extension that lets you actually keep in your character sheet your familiar, a token for your familiar.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
cool. So I'll place Pez right about there.
Is he a mechanical looking owl?
No, it's a familiar. I infused a tattoo,
Okay.
and it's a spell rot tattoo, find familiar. So it's a fey owl.
Cool.
At least now it could change shape if I wanted to recast it, but an owl for now. So yeah, and that is Lafferty. So I will drop that. Well, I have flying speed. We'll remember. And that's his turn. He will
Alright.
say to. Actually, no. He. Oh, you can see out. You just can't see in, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Landis is watching. That's why he's right up against him. I wish my allergies weren't this bad. Lafferty,
All right, that's
prepare
it for you,
yourself.
Lafferty.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Nothing foolish, boy. Nothing foolish.
The Githyn Thor that had been getting helped starts to cripple forward himself as the other two spin around to face the Gith Yankee that have just made it through the portal. So he's crippling along. He looks pretty badly injured. But he's doing his best to make his way towards all of you. He's going to move. He's just got half movement right now because of his injuries. And he is going to take the dodge action as he's just sort of crippling along. And Anton, inside of the bubble, so only Landis and... Well, I don't know. Can people outside... No, there's no sound gets outside of the hut, is there? No.
I think sound does.
We
but not-
can hear in,
yeah.
but you can't.
You can't hear out. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you can't
So
hear what's going on.
Anton
inside.
says to Landis and Lafferty, that That's the general. He's the one that comes to get the wine each year.
Lafferty, eyes on the prize.
Yes, yes. I will be ready.
Douglan.
All right. So Douglan screams, Maggie, are they with you? And he's going to take a 30, 35, 40 dash action, and he's going to stop right there, and he is going to, he just runs by. Now, you got to understand that him and Maggie train together a lot. So yes, he hasn't seen his daughter, and yes, he would love to just run and embrace her, but they're soldiers first. And he sees obviously a very bad situation. So as he's running by her, he's facing those three, and you see what do you call it? Landis and Lafferty and Nightingale haven't seen this before, but he kind of takes his halberd and he starts kind of twirling it in a way that they haven't seen before. And it's sort of like in a constant motion, like it's like almost creating a shield around him. And then, so basically he's going to go into this defensive stance as he yells to Maggie, are these guys with you? And he is going to plop that on him. His brand new.
A bonus action?
Yeah, it is a bonus action to go. If you don't take the attack action as a bonus action, you can go into this defensive stance.
Cool.
So yeah, this is
Super dodge.
Super dodge.
Thing. Yeah. And
all Maggie replies is they're not.
Get back. Actually, can I go one back? I'm sorry. One back right here.
Oh, that's just unacceptable.
Oh.
Yeah, right there. I want that 10-foot come into my home. And that's Douglan's, he is taking every ounce of his military training to stay focused on the three enemies in front of him and not just, turn around and give Maggie the biggest hug.
The biggest dad bear hug ever.
Yes.
All right. Maggie draws a bow and takes a shot at the closest Githyanki to her. And she misses, the arrow flying through the smoke, back through the portal.
Killing a comrade.
Yeah. Killing her favorite Githyanthor on the other side. her Gith boyfriend.
Oh man, you just really are doing it.
All right.
Get back, Mikey.
Why do I have Brel as host? All right. Brel is going to make a move towards the combat. And he fires a firebolt at the closest Githyanki to himself. And he misses. Oh, please tell me I'm not going to have one of those nights.
Hey, we don't mind when you do.
Well, no, Brel is on our side.
True. Whatever.
Okay, the first Gith warrior. He moves on Githyanki Warrior 5. Swinging at him with his great sword. So just as a heads up, all of the Gith get multi-attack.
Don't let him get close.
Wonderful.
Oh my word and ages.
Wait, yeah, then you get into the Gith Yankee and you start popping.
There we go.
Locking
There
and
we
popping.
All right, so he takes his big great sword, misses with his first swing, but comes back around and catches the Gith Yankee across the armor, and he kind of lurches backwards from the blow, definitely taking some damage from it.
Oh, 46.
Yeah, this boy rocks 46.
Wow.
Holy cow.
The first Gith Yankee warrior moves on Douglan. Okay, so I will stop there. Don't worry, I know the routine.
All righty.
It's not an
Oh,
hour.
alarm
You'll
pop.
be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right. That means he's stopped dead. No moving for this guy.
Oh. Someone's feeling lethal this evening.
Yeah, hopefully. You want me to drop the... I think I have the... Yeah, 0 speed. Just so you reference. Yeah. As a... what do you call
Reminder.
it? Yeah.
All right, so he takes the rest of his movement
He can't.
on... Oh, right, he got hit, didn't he?
Sentinel
Thank you.
style. Yeah.
Yep.
Stop.
Perfect.
Very effective and annoying.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. First I can't hit anybody. Now you're just making them stop. It's good
I
stuff
know I'll
here.
pay. I will pay for this. I know.
Lieutenant, it is
All
you.
right. Well, as a hardcore fanboy of McCain, we'll rush up. Yeah.
Hold the line.
How aggressive do I want to be here? No, we'll just hold the line. He'll come up to here. And I guess that'll be my turn. Use my action to dash, so.
The dash. Excellent. Anton is remaining inside. You can see the apprehension and almost fear in his face. The realization that this has immediately gone sideways. His granddaughter is out there. His son-in-law. He recognizes the general, who's been a longtime friend. You can see he's got a lot of emotions going.
It's
and
happening again.
he's got a little dagger that he's pulled out, and he just wants to do something, but there's nothing really he can do.
Put the penknife away, Anton. Leave it to the soldiers.
All right, our second Gith warrior, Gith warrior 22, as his mama calls him. He takes a step forward and attacks the Githyanthor warrior. The Githyanthor warrior manages to fend off the first attack. And the second attack. He's just flailing sword to sword. Nothing makes contact.
How thick is this smoke?
As you get to where the 3 Gith Yankee are right now, it's fairly thick. But 5 feet back from that, it's obscured. You can't see past that point. Yeah.
Like, if we engage, guys, we're not at disadvantage for, like, it's not that
No.
thick. Okay.
No, it's not. Well, it's not that thick right up to the portal, but at the point people who are have emerged out of the portal seem to come out of the smoke.
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. Nightingale. I mean, Corey Fairbanks.
Thank you. Thank you. I will. Oh, yeah. Wait. Lots of room. Corey will take aim with his bow at one of the Gith attacking the Githid Thor. Probably 22, since I got a better shot at him.
Yep, that'd be your clearest shot.
I'd spun on the 20%.
I know, hey? I was like, oh.
Ooh, that was juicy.
So as he, plops the arrow into that, he's going to move there to intercept that general guy. And he'll tell those vanguard he's going by, you soldiers, come with me.
And that's it for you?
That's it for Corey Fairbanks, yes.
All right, so the Gith Warrior... Warrior number 5 will attack the Gith and Thor Warrior 9. First swing with his great sword misses.
Nice.
This guy is just a defensive machine.
Bumble.
That one he completely whiffed it in the air and didn't even make contact. Which takes us to Landis.
Landis will look to Lafferty, be like, Lafferty, assist Nightingale with getting the general to safety. We could use some cover. And then he will kind of step in the way of Anton and be like, Anton, leave this to the warriors. We have our part to play. Be patient, my friend. Trust in their abilities. And that's all I will do.
All right.
In my bubble of solitude.
The first Vanguard soldier runs up to Arden's side, and he took the dash action. That is his move. The second Vanguard soldier does run to Corey Fairbanks' side, as Corey called out.
Excellent.
Taking us back to the top of the order with Lafferty.
All right. Lafferty Jones
Can
is
fly now.
Oh, wait, I
Ooh.
just need to do one thing here, sorry. Okay, perfect. As you were.
thank you. All right. So yeah, he is actually going to do his movement forward. He's going to go. So if I have 10
You can do.
flying speed, I can do 20 on the ground and then go up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what he's going to do. He goes to there and then he goes up, and then he is going to target this one. And you see sort of like this greenish energy just sort of emanate from like some ink tattoo, not any of the other ones kind of come from his, and it sort of takes the shape of this decrepit hand, and it just shoots out towards Githyanki Warrior number 11.
Excellent.
That is a miss, so he is very, very disturbed by this. The hand retracts into him and he shivers a little bit. But that's his turn.
What are you just reaching out and touching people now, Lafferty? Come on, head in the game.
I just have the one at a time. You know this.
All right. That's it for you, Lafferty?
Yeah.
All right. So the general comes up to Corey, and he looks at Corey. Are you with Anton?
I am. I'm here to represent Tionchar Winery. How can I help you, sir?
How can I help you in the midst of this battle?
Pull up a chair. I'd like to chat with you a while.
Everything has gone wrong. The fortress has been attacked. It is overrun with Githyanki. We need to destroy the portal.
Egg. How do we do that?
We'll have to continue this conversation next round.
6 seconds.
Dang, nabbit.
Douglan.
All right. Douglan is going to take both of the shots here. This gentleman. First one is second attack. That's the Douglan we know and love.
How come they're -2?
I'm in that stance.
Oh, I see. That's a
Yeah.
trade-off. Gotcha.
So
Yeah. He gets a defensive bump, but a offensive decrease.
yeah, now he is going to, hope that his daughter remembers, this isn't about him wanting to protect. Maggie, get back. This is what do you call it? Strategy. So he's going to take one step back and hope that she listens.
Oh, Dad, you're such a wuss. I'll take him.
Listen, she knows that I know I have reach with the halberd. She knows this. Get back.
Guys, it's been months and months.
She's
Yeah.
been training. God damn it.
Hooking up with Githyanki.
Oh, all
Githyanthor,
right.
sorry.
I am definitely focusing on somebody else next round.
All right. Is that it for you then, Douglan?
Yes, sir.
All right. Maggie, seeing you step back, with your defensive maneuver, she does a bit of a tuck and roll in behind you and then basically uses you for cover with her bow. She just pops out to take another shot at Warrior 11.
Beautiful. See, I knew she remembered the training.
Oh, that was
Oh,
almost
but
20.
it's a McCain. Doesn't hit shit.
Yeah, she can't help it. She's just, yeah.
Smoke in her eyes. Smoke in her eyes.
All right. Brell is going to move up to, well, maybe there. Let's not get cocky, boy. And he's going to use his firebolt again. There we go. The firebolt connects. So this little, just barely skims him. This little bolt of fire energy flies out of Brell's hand, but just kind of catches the Gith on the shoulder. The Githyanthor warrior continues his swinging at Githyanki 5.
This has been a display of ineptitude. I don't know if anybody's hit more than once. There we go.
We got to hit that time. All right.
And don't get hit by them, fellas.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
It's a great sword for you.
Okay, that's it for our Githyanthor warrior. But our Githyanki warrior. He is going to move to attack Lieutenant Arden.
He's within 10 feet.
What are you going to do? Whack Arden out of the way to hit him?
Well, I have reach. No? That doesn't count? That's cool. If not, I know. That's all right.
I don't think you can attack him through Arden, so I'm going to say no.
It's all good.
What do you mean? He pokes it through and Arden's spear jets out between his legs like, oh dear lord.
All right. First attack on the lieutenant. Is a miss.
Woo!
Second attack on Arden is also a miss. Dodge and weave. Weave and dodge.
Could you change the setting on your melee attack button DM to normal?
Oh, do I have it on suck again?
I think you have it on suck. Yes.
All right, Arden. What do you got?
Right. Arden is going to brandish his family heirloom longsword and take 2 quick horizontal slashes at this Githyanki.
Excellent.
Perfect form, I assume.
Yep.
Of course.
Attack 1. Oh, sorry, I had to mark them. There we go. All right, try that again. Or do you want me to keep the roll? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, we'll just... That one was definitely a hit, so you can go ahead and just do the damage.
Oh, yeah.
nice.
Nicely done.
All right. Attack number dos. Whoosha!
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Go.
someone's got the rolls working.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We're just trying to make you look good, Max. That's all, you know.
And, you know what? I'm just going to action surge. See him get this burst of energy, and he unleashes 2 more attacks.
Nice.
Action surge to
He got the power.
slice into this creature.
Oh.
Ooh. Fatigued after those first 2 attacks, 1 more remains as he does a cross-cut follow-up. Oof.
Oh, nothing but air on the second 2 swings.
All right, now this guy is marked, so let's see if we remember how to do this here. So, I think I put this effect on him.
On Warrior 11.
Yeah, so if he attacks, he's within 5 feet of me and attacks someone else, he has disadvantage on that attack.
That's gonna be
Nice.
great because we both have Sentinel. He's screwed if he attacks either one of us.
Well,
You
mine's
just got to
not
remember.
sentinel,
You just got to remember to drop the protected marker on if and when he tries
Right.
to attack someone.
That's right. Put the protected on the person he's trying to attack. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anton continues to pace, holding his little dagger in his hands and watching the goings on outside. Our Gith Warrior 22 attacks our Githan Thor Warrior, continuing to double team on him there. Oh, this guy's just a defensive king. Oh. They finally managed to get through his defenses and connect with a long sword blow.
Solid roll right there. Solid roll.
I might be picking up one of these swords.
Nightingale.
Nightingale can clearly see that this general's hurt, right?
Oh yeah, he is badly injured. He looks like he was beat and bashed from every direction.
Nightingale will drop his bow, kind of seeing the state this guy's in. He pulls out the rod of healing and touches him for a... Let's go for a let's do a 3rd level cure wounds.
Okay.
Where's that? 3d8. So I won't be able to. I'll just got to roll 3d8, and you have to manually add it for me.
I see you don't beat him with it. You touch him softly.
Douglan's like, I thought you said you had to hit people with it.
That's not gonna work, lad. You gotta thump him good. Get under the skin a little. Oh, nice.
Nicely
Ooh.
done. 22. Well done.
This ought to
All
get you
right.
back in the fight.
22. Yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice.
And is that it for you then, Nightingale?
He'll direct
You're
the
gonna-
general.
You can speak to him. Continue your conversation.
Now that I've got him kind of recovered, I'll be like, how do we take down this obelisk?
It just has to be damaged till it falls.
And you mean beat the crap out of it. I can do that. And then I will tell the soldier to stick with the general, and I'll take my movement up next to Douglan. And as I get to Douglan, I'll be like, Douglan, we got to take out that obelisk and close this portal. The general tells us all is lost on the other side.
Oh, that's disheartening.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Take us to our Githyanki warrior that is continuing to wail upon the Githyanthor warrior. It's a big swing with his great sword. It misses. Second attack. Oh, this guy's just like a defensive major.
It's like
this is awesome.
Huge, great
Oh, yeah.
sword.
Swords just smashing and crashing against each other as he fends off these two Githyanki warriors. Landis, gonna break into another bottle of wine, or what do you
Landis will... I will take the watch action.
Ooh,
Making,
that
but
action.
he's just making sure that Anton doesn't get crazy and run out.
Yeah,
he's
keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. Calm yourself, Anton. Douglan seems to be holding it. That's the end of Landis.
Okay, that takes us to our first Vanguard soldier. He moves up beside Lieutenant Arden and starts attacking the Githyanki that is attacking Arden. Oh, and he misses with his swing, hoping that the lieutenant may not have noticed. I was smoke in my eyes. Smoke.
Definitely. Chin up.
Keep swinging.
The second Vanguard soldier moves to assist the general, kind of helping him back up and starting to move him towards the dome. All right, back to the top of the order. Okay, just a little housekeeping here I gotta do first.
How many enemies come through the portal?
About to find out.
Give a little shout out to our super fans. Thanks for watching.
D&D Beyond.
No, we're not.
All right. Okay, so as the battle is going on, just in behind the smoke, you guys hear a sound that is fairly blood-curdling.
You've got this, Douglan.
Oh,
Got real.
Lieutenant, what did you eat this morning?
Okay, Lafferty.
All right, so he's going to pop down his 10 and then go 20. He is going to target that. He reaches for a vial, basically one of his acid bullets, and you just see this, and then he grabs a disc, puts it on the ground, and you just hear this click, 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 and basically this little catapult flings this acid bomb straight at the obelisk. So I have to see if it hits. Actually, it needs to make a dexterity save.
So it
It
fails.
fails.
No, it doesn't have much in the way of dexterity.
Awesome. So it takes 3d8 plus the acid damage, because that's
Catapulted it at it.
What's that?
You catapulted it.
Yep.
That's a wicked spell, man.
All right, so it'll be that plus the acid is 2d6. You want me to just roll that, and if you could add that to it.
Why didn't you
Another
just target it and attack it?
Well, no, because it's connected to my sling, so there would be extra. So
Gotcha.
So an additional 5 damage.
yeah.
Okay. No problem. And is that it for you, Lafferty?
Yeah, I think general seems okay. I think I'll hold off on that healing word for now. Yes.
All right. So the general, sort of where he's at, he reaches onto his back and he pulls out a great sword and starts making his way back towards the battle.
What a champ.
He's the general, right?
Respect.
He gets to there, and he takes the dodge action. Douglan.
All right. To come up here. He's going to try to miss twice again on this guy.
He's going to try and miss this time, is he?
Yes.
Is that your new strategy? I'll
Yeah,
just try
exactly.
and miss.
Yeah. I'm actually aiming for Lieutenant Arden right now. Let's see how this goes. Oh, what do you know? All right. Let's
There's something to this new strategy.
exactly. Let's see if we can end
Reverse dice psychology.
this. And you see a little bit of holy energy kind of
Yeah.
flow through the sword or the pole arm.
Nicely done.
And then he goes. He's got reach on the obelisk.
Oh, he's-
And he heard Nightingale say to attack that. So he's going to try to do that. He's not sure why, but Nightingale told him to bust it up. And he misses the freaking obelisk that's not moving.
Well, the
The smoke was in the way. The
yeah
smoke.
story be told
Right.
later that the Gith Yankee actually fell onto your helper.
Yeah. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna take a step back. And then No, I think I'm gonna hold off on that. Make sure nothing else comes through. That's good. I'm good.
All right. Once again, as you and Maggie had trained so many times in the past, she moves to use you as a shield and takes a shot at Githyanki 22.
There's mine, McCain.
And all her McCain comes out.
Maggie, focus, damn it. I'm happy to see you too, but we got a job to do.
All right.
There ain't no hiding she's your daughter.
Burrell is going to up the game here with some magic missile.
Classic.
He's going to fire that upon Githyanki Warrior 5.
Pew pew pew.
Oh, still standing.
Just one missile?
Yeah, He's like, oh, damn it, that's not how I meant to cast that.
Like, shaking out the hand.
All right. Okay, Gith Warrior 9. Where are you there, buddy?
He's the one facing the two.
Yep. He's Mr. Dodge and Weave. All right. He will continue with his great sword attacks against his foes here. He's a hell of a defensive man, but he's not much on the offense.
It's 50-50. Well, now he's, what, 33?
There we go.
Back to 50-50. Yeah. Oh.
All right, he cleaves heavily into the Githyanki, who remains on his feet.
Mine turn.
Lieutenant Dan.
All right. I quickly shout out to my fellow Vanguardian. Attack the obelisk. Not question it. And then I will step over here. And I'm going to first attack Yankee Warrior 5 with I like jump over that body, land next to this guy, kind of like put up my shield as I leap in, and then do a thrust up underneath it.
Oh.
Curses!
It looked beautiful.
Pull back around and do an overhand swipe after. Follow up with an overhand swipe. The same guy. Come on! Yes! Oh, is that enough?
Nope.
No.
They're in plate armor, aren't they? Can we
He
see if they're wearing
manages, yeah, he manages to fend off most of the blows, and what he isn't able to deflect off with his sword just glances off his armor.
Fair enough. And since I did not hit, I did not mark, I believe. Hit a creature, yeah. All right.
All right,
My turn.
Anton. Still highly agitated, but keeping his cool in the dome. All right, Githyanki 22 is going to attack Lieutenant Arden. First swing with his great sword.
Shield up.
Shields up. Misses.
Takes a big, like, deflected off the shield. Like, ugh, almost down to a knee on that one.
Swings around the other way. another
Oh.
hit.
Oh dear Lord.
You've seen that cross up coming.
As you when you take the damage, Lieutenant, it's like as the sword is hitting you, your brain just sort of bursts with pain.
Oh,
There's something else to their attack beyond the sword itself.
Roger that.
All right, that takes us to Nightingale.
Nightingale's kind of watching his teammates swat at the smoke. Dang nabbit, I can't watch these people. This should be fish in a barrel. And he'll step to here, and he quickly pulls out a bottle filled with this reddish liquid, and he begins flicking it on Douglan, Maggie, and Arden. And you hear him whisper, "Elok, allow me to introduce you to 3 of my friends. They're going to be sending you some souls to reap, and I will bless the 3 of them."
Oh, nice.
I'm so glad that went that direction.
Elok?
Yeah. I mean, you were like doing this and splattering us all over the place.
All right. Whole lot of blessing going on.
And then he'll look at Maggie and give her a little nod. "Little lady, nice to meet you." And that's Nightingale's turn. Or I should say, Mr. Fairbanks.
Corey. That's Corey Fairbanks.
All right. So suddenly through the mist, you see this enormous creature coming through the portal. It looks very dragon-like. It has a rider, he's holding on to a set of reins, seems to be controlling this thing, and they are passing through the mist into the battle.
Dag.
All right.
Quick, stop him, Douglan.
So Douglan, as it emerges through the portal, you can take your attack on it,
Oh, okay.
as it is within 10 feet of you.
And I am going to put a little stink on it.
Wow.
And it can't move. But it probably has reach. But that's okay.
Yeah, you just froze it there so it can't attack anyone but you.
Just how he planned it.
All right. With its range of 10, it does a bite attack against Douglan. All right, Douglan, it launches out at you snarling, and you manage to deflect it away. It attempts a second biting attack against you. And manages to connect with the second. Just this big dragonish maw just slamming into your armor.
Oh, dear Lord.
Gets a pretty good bite on you. All right, that will take us to Mr. Githyanki Warrior 5, who is going to continue his assault on the same Githanthor warrior. They've been slashing and smashing against each other here.
Is it the rider the same? It's a Githanthor. Does it look different in any way?
He looks like a you can't really see the rider that much yet. They're just kind of coming through. He's still mostly obscured by the smoke. He connects. Oh. Mr. Githanthor 9 is not looking good. Second attack. He's able to deflect that one away with his great sword. Landis, how's the party going for you?
I'm losing my cool in here.
Yeah. Mr. von Tenebrin, could you help? Or we can always retreat. That's the other thing.
Oh, retreats for the weak and the dead. Landis will look to Anton and be like, Anton, promise me you'll protect the wine. I must go help him. A new evil has come through that gateway I think they're unprepared for. Can I trust you'll stay?
Of course, boy. Do what you have to.
And with that, the shield drops. And he moves to there. Tells that Vanguard soldier to protect Anton at all costs. He is the winery. And I will cast... what's the range on this? Oh, yeah, 60 feet. What do I got here? Oh, I can't hit anything. Without...
I just realized something.
Mm.
Sorry, we can talk about it afterwards. You're in Order of the Scribe, right?
Yes.
You could have sent out your book.
I don't have it yet. Level 6.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. I could have sent out my book, yes.
Ultimate combo. I just realized.
I will take the dodge action since too many allies are in the way.
Okay, Mr. Dodge Pants. Soldier 26. He is going to move here.
No, I said the obelisk! The obelisk!
You did. With no questions asked.
No questions asked.
He's like, but there's a werewolf by it.
Yeah, there's a big ugly creature over there now.
It is true. There is wyvern fright.
All right, he is going to attack Githyanki 22. And he misses. I think that's pretty much been his story so far. It's like thinking to himself, oh God, I hope the lieutenant isn't watching this. And our other Vanguard soldier starts making his way back towards Anton.
Good, good.
Taking the dodge action. All right, as we move back to the top of the order, you all hear sort of echo from back towards where the Vanguard camp is.
Is that a horn?
That sounds like a
Yes.
warning.
It sounds like the frickin' dooms.
You hear a distant horn blowing back towards the Vanguard camp.
How long is it going to take you to cast that thing again, Landis?
Guess what thing again?
Leomons.
10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's not a combat spell.
No, it is not.
Hold it for 10 rounds, fellas. We're like, do this.
More like 100 rounds.
Okay, we're at the top of the order with Lafferty Jones.
All right. Well, first thing he's going to do is he's going to send Pez back this way, and he's going to make sure that he looks to the south, let's call it.
Okay.
Would you say if I go here, I have a straight line to the obelisk?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's do another catapult since it's not moving. It'll hit.
Douglan will feel a little whiz by his head, but
Yep.
yes, you're good.
It's an arc.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's like a bullet. It's like,
Oh, is it? Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I just picture, like, you know, when something projectile through space where there's just no, it stops when it hits something. All right. Catapult damage.
Nerf guns for grown-ups.
Oh,
There we go. And
all
then
good rolls in there.
2d6. Add another 7 if you could. So 20 points of damage.
Add another 7.
And then, yeah, no, that is, he's going to stay right there. He's going to basically just sort of communicate with Pez to let Lafferty know if anything is coming up from the south.
Excellent. Oh, I forgot one other housekeeping thing. I gotta keep this out. So.
Lafferty from henceforth will be known as Obelisk Bane.
Oh. The pillar breaker.
Of course, it's barely wounded. I mean, it's not even heavy yet.
All right. The general continues to make his way up to help defend his soldier. Gets up to here and takes an attack on Githyanki 5. He connects with his great sword. He takes this enormous swing and just decapitates the Githyanki warrior. Douglan.
All right, so the first thing he's going to do is cast protection from poison on himself. He knows wyverns got a big old sting on them. I mean, this is a wyvern, right? Not a void creation. I mean,
You don't know.
You can't really see it that well yet.
Awfully meta of you, Douglan.
I still am going to do it.
Your instincts say wyvern.
Yes.
Well, it did just gnash into you, so you probably have a pretty good idea what it is.
Yeah. And then as a bonus action, I want to... No, this is not concentration. Okay, so I'm going to cast Compelled Duel onto the... I cannot see the rider yet.
Not yet, no.
Okay, then I think what I'm going to do then is take a step back.
There's a rider there because you can see
Yeah.
feet and down on the sides of it, but you can't really make out much of the rider yet.
Got it. Okay. Then I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to cast... let's do... No, I don't think I want to do that because then I don't think she can attack. Sorry, hang on.
I don't want to be a rules lawyer guy,
Yeah.
but is your protection from poison, was that a spell? Or
Yeah.
You can only cast one spell on a
Or
turn.
attack.
Or attack. So yeah, then that will be my.
That means you can't do a bonus action spell afterwards either.
Right.
Even if
Yeah, what do you think you're doing over there, Douglan?
Sorry,
Holy
man.
dude.
Jeez, who's this new guy? My God.
sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So that's my. That is my move and my action.
Excellent. All right. So Maggie, as she has been doing, continues her routine of switching around to use Douglan as cover. She takes a shot at this dragony creature that is making its way through the portal.
Douglan noticed she came back with Corey.
Even with Bless, she misses. This girl
Dude.
has not sunk an arrow yet.
No.
Perhaps you should use a melee weapon,
Well,
dear.
to be fair, we didn't see how much fighting she was doing on the other side of the portal before
Right.
she.
Could
She
be
could all
fatigued.
tired out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very gracious of you, Lieutenant Arden.
You know what it is? Like it's a kid trying to impress her dad. She's trying too hard.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. The rider is just going to take the dodge action right now. He can't see much of anything yet either. They haven't emerged from the smoke enough. Brell is going to make his way up to here. And he is going to... Okay, he is going to use his firebolt against the obelisk. Oh, and thank goodness he hits. Achoo!
Pew pew.
Alright, Githin Thor Warrior 9 continues and just redirects his attack on Warrior 22. This is with his first swing, coming back around. This is with the second swing. Lieutenant Arden.
All right. Feeling emboldened by this blessing. 2 rapid cross slashes is in an X formation on this warrior. Type 1.
There we go.
There we go.
Oof. Ooh, nice.
Bare minimum. And slice number 2. I don't know why that wouldn't have the bless added on it.
It hasn't even shown.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I did have the bless. Cool.
Little lag.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. That makes a nice average.
There we go. And that fellow is marked.
Right.
Unwavering mark.
Anton, little nervous, just kind of pacing about, watching the melee transpire at the portal. And our Gith Yankee Warrior 22. He's going to attack you, Arden, if you want to throw the protection on yourself.
It doesn't work for me.
Oh, it doesn't work for
He
you.
has
It
to hit
attacks
you.
anyone other than myself.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that convenient of me?
But he is a loser.
Misses with his first attack.
Aha!
Was that cutting word?
Yeah.
Hey, stop speaking while I'm swinging.
Nice.
That's no fair. I can't
Cheers, man.
concentrate.
Turn off the melee miss button.
Deflect with the shield, then parry with the sword. Go back to the portal, scum.
Scum.
All right. That will take us to Nightingale. What do you got for us, Nightingale?
Nightingale yells back to Landis, "Focus your fire on that obelisk. We need to get rid of it." And then he'll look to Douglan and be like, "Looks like we got an unwanted guest coming through the door." And I will cast Dissonant Whispers on the Werven.
Hey. Oh, that was almost a 20.
Dang it.
Oh, half for half damage. I got you. What's going
It's
on?
saved. Well,
Yeah,
I tried.
saved.
I tried.
That'd be
And
amazing. Ran through the portal and you're able to close it afterward.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Yeah.
With
And
that,
is that it for you, Nightingale?
Nightingale looks it to here. Got to get me a better vantage.
All right. That takes us to the Wyvern. Now that he can move again now, right?
Yeah.
Because you're out of
It's only its round that after that it's
the
zero.
immediate round after, right?
I would love for him to move 5 feet closer to me right now. It'd be awesome.
Well, guess what? He's gonna oblige you.
It only has to move that close to bite you.
Let's do this again. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, it hit. Yay.
It's my holiness.
There we go. Take a little that. I mean, it's movement 0, but
You can't move any further.
it still can reach me.
Yeah. It's actually going to lash out at this Vanguard soldier.
Oh,
And all my reactions are gone.
Nathaniel!
I like what you named him. Nathaniel, no!
Look, Nathaniel.
You shan't remain nameless.
All right. So it bites into this Vanguard knight and then tries to tear at it with its claws. You can now clearly see the rider. And then its claw attack against it. This also connects. Oh, he is not doing well.
Shield up, Nathaniel!
Hold your intestines in, boy. Keep fighting.
All right. We have another Githyanki soldier that appears through the portal. And he immediately, seeing the general, moves in on the general and attacks.
Nabbit, got so much beatings to do with the beating stick.
Connects with his first attack. And his second attack against the general misses. The general's able to fend that off with his greatsword.
Nice.
Nightingale.
Landis.
Nope, sorry, but Nightingale.
Yes.
From the corner of your eye, there is something moving through the woods east of you.
Shit.
Okay.
Just as you see it, it lets fly a bolt in your direction.
There's trees. You're fine. Oh!
Or not.
Damn trees. Useless.
You...
What are you laughing at?
Damn trees. Useless.
All right, Landis.
Landis moves to there. And drawing up charge from the earth, he casts lightning bolt, hitting the Werven and the pillar.
Oh! Snap.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Hang on to that fake mustache, Corey. This is going to get crazy.
Hold on to that fake mustache.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's good.
Now, would the pillar get a chance to save, or does it just take lightning damage?
Yeah, it
deck.
can't save. It can't
can't
dive out of the
dodge.
way.
Oh, you roll separate damage? But,
Is it only one damage?
You clearly needed to roll more ones and twos.
Hang on. Is it a single roll and everything takes that?
pretty sure everything in the beam just saves against your single roll of damage.
Yeah, it all takes that same amount of damage.
Sorry,
Yeah.
so the pillar took 30 damage as well.
So add 8.
Yeah, add 8
That-
more onto there.
Landis' hands are like smoking after he's done.
By that gods, that pillar is seeping blood.
What did I need to add in 8 more, right?
Yep.
All right. Very nicely done.
And that is the end of Landis' turn.
All
Try-
right.
He's trying to help the cause.
That was epic.
A second cloaked figure. What?
Would the rider, the Gift Yankee rider, have been
Oh,
hit
yeah.
by that lightning bolt?
Sure.
He is on the back of the thing.
I am a gracious DM. I will say that.
Then he took 30 points of damage as well.
Well, he gets to make a save.
Oh, yes, that's right. Or does he?
I would
Yeah.
assume.
He gets to make a save. I will.
I'll
Can you
I'll do the
see him
save.
up there? I have him up there just for the sake of having something to. He's on the back of the.
So he failed as well. So he took the full 30.
The full 30. Okay,
Yeah.
Perfect.
30.
30 damage.
I take 30.
I shot it right up his brain pan.
But really, you did 90 damage there.
90
That's-
damage.
that's-
Yeah,
That's
that was a
beautiful
super one.
thing.
That's okay.
Thanks for the reminder, Max, that I didn't have to roll separate.
That's okay. Just okay. All right, we have another cloaked man has appeared out of the woods down towards Anton and takes a shot at Anton with his
Oh, no, he
crossbow.
didn't. Lafferty's going to go lose it.
He hits Anton and drops Anton.
Douglan, your dreams come true.
Yeah. Douglan cracks a smile.
Terrible.
Oh, that's terrible. He cracks a smile.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll get him.
All right. Vanguard Soldier 26.
Mouth to mouth.
All right. He is going. What are you going to do? Are you feeling brave? Yeah, he's going to attack the wyvern. It's right there in his face, so.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets a bit of a poke at the wyvern. He connected this time. He was really hoping that the lieutenant was watching that time.
He wasn't.
Excellent.
All right, the Vanguard Soldier. Dashes right up to this cloaked man in the woods. All right, we're just about 10 o'clock here, guys. Do we want to take a quick little break before we continue on with the battle?
Sure.
All right, I will sign us out here for a few minutes. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and Lafferty just started. Sorry, I've already forgotten. Did you go, Lafferty?
Nope, not yet.
Nope. We're at the top of the order again.
All right. So
I got to make one quick little housekeeping to see how we're doing with friends and family. Okay. Take it away.
So I would assume that my familiar would have kind of notified me of.
Yes.
Okay. And I see, because I can kind of see that the Vanguard has engaged. So
your familiar can more see the reaction of the Vanguard than the initial sneaking up dude in the trees.
got it. Okay. As a bonus action, he basically just all of a sudden sort of like a weird sheen comes over, and it's like he's there but he's not. He kind of like looks like he's shifting. It's like if you were to try to focus on him, you wouldn't be able to see him. Like he's here and then he's here and he's like that.
He's a blur.
He's going to cast well, as a bonus action, displacement of the void, which is a flavored displacement cloak feature. So let me pop that on. So, okay. And then he is...
Max, that's a class feature of the homebrewed Void Sorcerer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now I know it.
And you were wondering why an Artificer? There you go.
Yeah.
Last he took a level of Void Sorcerer, which is a homebrewed. Yeah.
He's
Got a
been
couple of
sipping the void sauce too much. That's all he's been doing.
How far is he? Sorry, I can't. Why is it not showing me? Okay. 60 feet. Perfect. All right, so he is going to cast at Cloakman 16 because it seems like the obelisk tension is good, and he doesn't have line of sight because the McCains are in the way.
Well, you're flying right now, right?
No, I went back down because I only have 10 movement flying.
While you're flying, right?
Yeah, but he is going to go up this round. So he's going to go up 10 feet after he does that. And he's kind of shifting in the air. And he's going to cast Frostbite at that dude.
Oh, nice.
He succeeds. Oh, boo hiss.
Ooh, yes. Saber sucks spells. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. So he's 10 feet in the air right now. He's going to try to draw
Make
attention.
himself a target.
Yeah. And that's his turn.
All right. The general turns on this new Gith warrior that has come through. First swing hits.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Go general, go general, go.
Second attack on the Gith warrior. Also hits.
Nice.
General's bringing it.
And this new Gith is looking pretty beat up. Some pretty major slashes against him. Douglan.
All right. So first thing he's going to do is just going to tell, as a dad normally does to a daughter, Maggie,
Stop missing.
just breathe.
Maggie, stop missing.
Just breathe, lass. All right. See the target. Hit the target. You've got this. He's not going to target himself. He's not going to target Cloak Man 13. He is going to take a couple of shots at this wyvern. I can see the other guy, though, now, right? The warrior, the Gith warrior, the rider.
Wyvern Rider, yep, you can see
Yeah,
him.
okay. All right.
Hey, but you hit Douglan.
At least I hit. Well,
Yeah, you hit.
there we go. Oh, come on.
You got this, Dougie.
Oh yeah, but you're hitting. You're hitting. I mean, you're only scratching their armor, but you're hitting. So that's an improvement.
So basically though, as a bonus action, he is going to look up at the rider, and he's basically just gonna yell out to him, I will not suffer your filth on my land, and cast Vow of Enmity on him. And you see sort of like this, like almost like a glow around this guy that compels the guy, and he's after him now. Let me find it. There we go. On him. I think that should work. I think I drop it on him. I'm pretty sure. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, shift, drag to target. Okay, and let me move back there. Actually, no, I apologize. I am going to. Let's get up in this case. Okay, right there.
Sure.
Just building a line of
Yep.
the defensive linebackers have lined up.
Yeah. Well, he also has a feat that if anybody attacks anyone within 5 feet of him, he also gets an opportunity attack with the Sentinel. That's his turn.
All right. Maggie holds her position and takes another shot at the wyvern with her bow. Oh, she listened to you.
Nice.
I'm gonna go, girl.
Connects.
Drop it. Drop it.
All right, our Gith Yankee rider. He can't really reach anybody, so he's just going to continue to wrangle the wyvern into attacking. All right, Brell. Brell figures it is
a little too much action going on right at his face.
Yeah, a little too close. So he's gonna move. He can't even break away from there. That'll be an opportunity attack.
He could disengage.
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna disengage this round.
Okay, wizards sometimes got to give it up to get better positioning.
He moves himself around where he can hopefully get a better shot at that obelisk. Our Githanther warrior, who has been holding up the battle so far.
Yeah, MVP.
He's going to continue to swing at Githyanki 22. First swing with his great sword. Oh, yes.
Critical. Nice. He is quite the warrior, that guy. Number 9.
Oh my goodness, I love that. Oh!
He
Wow.
minces that guy.
Nice.
Githanther Warrior 9 gets a name.
Yeah. We will call him Blade Master.
Blade Master. We shall call him
Blade Blaster 9.
Paul.
All right, Lieutenant Arden, what do you got for us?
I see an opening. I move up. Can I
You
step
do
over this
see
body?
an opening. You can absolutely step over his body, yep.
Step on the brains.
Oh, don't fall through the portal, whatever you do.
Yeah, I will attack the obelisk. My magical sword.
All right.
Couple of swift strikes. Here we go.
First hit.
Nice.
Swing and
Another hit.
take this, obelisk.
I actually missed it.
Oh, nice.
That obelisk is marked.
I've been
Attacks
attacked.
anyone other than me. Yeah.
It's marked.
All right. And I will use my bonus action to second wind. As healing energies envelop me, and some of my wounds, minor wounds, close.
Nice. All right. That will take us to Nightingale.
You sure Anton isn't going to come back from the dead?
Not in a good way.
Yeah.
The zombie wine master.
Seeing the beat up condition of his allies, he pulls out that rod that Anton gave him, and a beacon of white light floats out to here. And he casts. What is it I cast? Wait for it. Building up the anticipation. Mass Cure Wounds.
Oh, shoot.
Up to 6 people. So, general. So how do I target people? Let's do it that way.
Control and then click on their icon. That's the easiest. There you go.
All of those people hopefully are
Nice.
targeted.
Looks like
They
it.
are.
Now, how do I cast that? It's 3d8 plus my spell modifier ability, so I'll just put a
So you just
4.
Yeah, you just got casted and all those people will be affected.
But it's not in my spell list. It's on the weapon spell list. Oh wait, no, I lied. It's on my spell list. I'm sorry, your studio audience of 1.
Sorry.
They'll be
That's
okay.
true.
That is some healing going on.
That's right in the fields right there.
So it says I casted it a bunch of times, but I'm just using up charges.
Yeah, it's just 18 to everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's
And
a
then-
super heal.
How do I...
Look at all those green bars back.
You're welcome, gang. Nightingale then runs to there. Is there cover there, Colin? The last trees I hid behind were useless.
Where are you running to?
Here. Tucking himself in there.
Okay.
And the shrubbery.
How do I
Just control and get 'em
Easiest thing
again.
to do is at the very top of the map, if you have that extra little
Got
bar
it.
showing, there's
Yeah,
a
targets.
clear target on it.
How
It works.
about that?
Sick.
Worked perfect.
That
That's-
is wonderful.
And as Nightingale, or I should say, as Corey runs by Landis, he's like, Landis, you blast that thing again. Give it a good old shot for me. And he runs off into the woods, hiding. Hopefully taking cover behind a tree, Colin.
Okay. The Wyvern. The Wyvern is going to attack Douglan. For its first attack, it is going to attempt to bite Douglan. It's going to try and bite you, Douglan.
Don't do that.
I didn't patch you up for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Ouchie!
In addition
Gaping
to
wound.
gaping wound, in addition to standard critical
Not
hit
decapitated.
damage, the target ongoing 5.5 year level
I
damage.
thought my
round up.
armor prevented critical attacks.
Oh yeah, are you wearing
does.
adamantine armor? Yeah, so you get
Very-
hit, but you don't take critical effects.
Absolutely. Well done. Unfortunately, Fantasy Grounds doesn't know that.
So you have a gaping wound.
You should actually, you should have that as your,
As an
in your
effect.
character, as an effect.
I should.
Okay.
I'll put that on the to-do list.
So just,
Damn it! It's gonna give you critical. How do I undo that? I'm gonna have to give you back half the damage.
Well, no, I take the. Oh no! I
take normal
you
damage.
take
Yeah.
normal damage, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'll
So
have
if
to.
he
I'll just
dies,
have-
we'll just ignore it.
I don't have any way to tell Fantasy Grounds not to critical this.
My
What if
God,
you-
that's a brutal one too. Five.
If you
and-
just roll another attack
Oh, the damage on the attack. Yeah.
and then roll the damage.
That's an interesting thought there. Let's see what happens.
Of course, you have to keep rolling until it hits again, but
No, but that's a good thought. Let's give that a try.
He missed.
course.
Ah.
but now just roll the damage. Now just roll the damage.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and it won't be critical damage.
clever. This is a DM workaround.
Absolutely.
All that matters.
There we go. New tavern talk.
Oh, still maxes out on you.
That's all
We're
right.
now
And
playing-
for his second attack, he is going to use his stinger.
Hold up. Hold up.
Holding.
Hold up. I have a
Holding.
great weapon defense. Part of its feature is when you are hit by an attack, you can use your reaction to immediately face that enemy, imposing disadvantage to any other attack made by that enemy against you.
Excellent. I will give him disadvantage.
That was
Okay.
a long way of saying he has disadvantage. Oy.
How you like them rolls? A 20 and a 17.
Well, at least they help. Yes.
You're lucky there is disadvantage there.
Oof.
Well, the 20 would still be just a normal hit.
Yeah.
Ouchie.
All right, and you have resistance to poison right now or immunity? I can't remember.
I think I have advantage on the saving throw for poison. I think that's what it is.
Can you double check for me?
Yeah, it's on there, but yeah, you touch creature poison, you neutralize more than that. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned.
Okay, I hope Fantasy Grounds does this. We'll find out.
Yeah, it should.
If not, we'll roll it twice.
Oh, yeah, and you're blessed.
You succeeded.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't
Good
do
old
it for some
blessing.
reason, but
So good.
yeah.
It may be a blessing with Elok, but it was the right one.
Like easily one of the best level 1 spells in the game.
Easily, yeah.
All right, so
The
that'll
save
be
bonuses.
half damage.
Whew. Oh, oh. Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
that's some serious poison, man.
That is poison.
Gotta get me that tail.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Even though it's a poison tail.
All right. We have coming through the portal another Gith Yankee warrior.
Yes.
He does not like what he sees.
Then go back.
I thought we'd be winning by now.
Be gone.
And he is going to immediately attack Lieutenant Arden.
Bring it on, scoundrelly scum.
He misses with his first swing, doubling back around for his second swing,
Painful mind
and also
sword.
misses. Oh yeah. It's just all shield and fending off. Excellent.
Threw him off with that scoundrelly scum comment.
I think he took a dip in Bard. I can tell. Like,
Gith
having it
Yankee
on.
21 attacks the general. General fends off his first attack.
We've had many bards come to the estate.
Oh. The general is just defending.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Cloaked Man 32. It's going to head
16.
here. Yeah. Cloaked Man 16. And he takes a shot with his crossbow at Landis.
Oh, it will be the last thing he does. Wait,
Connects.
wait.
Bleeding.
I gotta check. I'll cast shield spell, and that will be missed.
Nice.
Done.
That adds 5 to my AC, which brings it up to... No,
Ah.
sorry, I won't do it. When you match it, it is still hits, right?
Think of it as that's the number you need to make, the minimum
Yeah.
you need
Yeah.
to make. Yeah.
That- to make
so
to hit. Yeah.
He hit me.
Saving throws, all that sort of
He
stuff.
hit
That's
you.
Minimum,
Yeah.
minimum
Yeah.
you need.
The minimum, sorry. My math skills were off that day.
During that class.
Yeah.
All right. You
Landis is
You
taking
get-
worse.
hit.
Ouch!
When you snag your foot on that trap when you're walking through the vineyard. Worse than
Landis.
that.
Yeah, exactly. That was just a flesh wound.
Landis kind of takes this bolt in the back and he drops kind of down to one knee, and you see him grab up his hands in the earth, and energy begins to flow into him again, and all around him the ground is just pulsing with this energy, and his eyes light up, and he aims at the Werven again, and another lightning bolt screeches out from his hands at the obelisk and Ryder and Werven.
This is going to take them all out. I can feel it.
I can see clearly now the lightning's come. Oh, hang on.
Like
I'm
a
gonna do
wand
the...
of lightning bolts?
No, it's a spell I have. Using all of my 3rd level
Slots.
slots.
So many slots.
Why is that not working?
You must target.
I have them targeted.
Oh.
Well, I'll
They
just
don't
cast
look.
it.
They don't look targeted.
They are they not?
No, it would be on your Landis. So just hit control and then
I did.
It's not showing
Oh,
up.
sorry, that's Nightingale. Here we go.
Well done.
Is that better?
1, 2.
There.
Yeah, there we go.
So the Werven saved or failed. Whatever.
The
Let's see what happens.
rider saved.
Yeah, just do the damage. It should automatically do it right. Excellent.
That obelisk just explodes out into crumbs.
All right. As the obelisk kind of shatters into pieces, you hear, and the portal just closes up. The distant battle is gone. And so is the portal.
Oh, that's cool.
I wish you'd gone through that portal now.
Yeah.
He's like the last guy through. I made it. Oh shoot!
This
Honor
wasn't
and
how I had.
glory!
This isn't how I had thought this through.
I immediately regret my decision.
And then Landis moves behind the tree, taking cover from that bastard who shot me in the back.
Sounds good.
And that's the end of Landis' turn.
All right.
Behind us! I'll yell out to the others.
Our cloaked man 32 drops his light crossbow, draws his scimitar, and attacks the vanguard soldier. The vanguard soldier is easily able to defend it away with his sword.
Good job, Hawthorne.
All right. Our vanguard moves around, attacking Githyanki Warrior 20. But misses. And our vanguard soldier attacks the cloaked figure. And he hits.
Yes. Yes.
Were you looking, Lieutenant?
Good job, Hawthorne.
Oh God! No! Look away! Look away! All right, back to the top of the order, Mr. Lafferty Jones.
All right, he's going to go up another 10 feet, and he is going to fire off. Like you see, kind of around both wrists, just sort of like this weird lightning-ish, black, swirling, like something from another place, and then he just casts a Chaos Bolt at Cloaked Man 16. Where are you, my Chaos Bolt friend? Where are you? Yeah. Where is it? Oh, there. All right.
What's the range if it does the thingy?
It is, well, the range of the spell is 120 feet.
But the
But
bouncing.
it jumps, right?
Yeah,
So basically I roll a 2d6 and a die 6. If the 8s are the same, then it does another one. So
Yeah.
basically 6 means that it is, I got to look up what the damage, I mean, I don't think it matters on this one, but it would be poison damage.
No, yeah. So the D8s determine the type of damage. I think.
No, so the D8s determine if it's a multiple, like if it keeps going, if they're the same. The D6 determines the
Are you sure?
Type of damage.
Yeah,
no, the other way around. You're right.
The way, because yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
And-
choose which type of damage you want to do. I think.
Exactly. So, all right. And that
This is the
is
first time
turn.
you've ever used Chaos Bolt.
Yeah. So Nightingale and Landis, if they're looking, they see something very odd and different. They've never seen that from Lafferty before. Sort of this dark energy just kind of emanating from him and just shooting towards the target, creating all sorts of havoc. That is his turn.
I knew it. He's been overcome by the void juice. I must take him out.
He's the tweaker.
I must take him out. All right. The general is going to continue attacking Githyanki 21. Oh, yes. This should be the end of him.
That's so cool. Oh, holy moly, what's just happened?
all over the place.
He decapitates another Githyanki warrior.
And the general's a badass.
And that takes us to Douglan.
I assume the Githyanki warrior is like right here, the rider.
Yeah, you should get rid of the Warbin and put the rider up there since he survived. It's a little
Yep, that's
crispy, but
A great point. I will. So he's kind of still saddled, but I'll take the.
Oh, you could make him do the save to see if he lands prone or not.
ooh.
The mounted rider thing, right? So like,
I guess I probably should. Should I?
it's
Have
just-
that?
I can't remember what it is. Athletics or straight dexterity save or what?
I believe it would be a dexterity save, so I will.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I mean it's technically a thing.
It is indeed.
Good to know because Douglan's got a magical steed.
Yeah.
But then you might get advantage if he lands prone, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
he got an 18. He's good.
I have advantage anyway because he is my enmity.
Oh, all right, that's right. Still, I spat out of space. It's hilarious.
Okay, so he will say, Douglan, he's right there.
Excellent. All right. All right. Let's see if it. What do you call it? Gives me advantage. No, it did not. But that's okay.
It hit anyway.
You might have two things in your effect. Like I know that on mine, there's like for some of this unwavering mark stuff. There's like one to put on the enemy and one to put on yourself. So you might
Yeah.
have to.
Let me try to put Vow of Enmity on myself. Let me see if that's gonna give it to me. I mean, the first one hit. I'll just do the damage, and then I'll do the second one.
Yeah, but you might get a crit.
This is true. This is true. All right. Second one. I'm gonna do. Let's see if there we go.
There we are.
Oh, of course, 2 9s. All right. I'm going to do Inspiring Smite, which is going to give me some health back because I'm kind of hurt.
Oh, what do you need that for?
Yeah, exactly. Well, let me do the damage.
Don't be soft. Your daughter is out here fighting.
I'm going to inspire myself, and you guys can,
Nice.
like, oh, I killed him. Okay.
You killed him,
You
buddy.
killed him.
Well, I'll
No,
still
keep
take-
attacking him. Keep attacking him. He's dead,
Yeah.
man. Keep attacking him. He's dead.
I will give myself that many hit points.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice.
Are they real? Are they healing hit points or temporary hit points?
Yeah, so inspire...
They're temporary hit points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It already plugs him into temp zone.
Yeah.
Cool. Just curious.
and then let's see. They're all cleared out. They're all cleared out. They're all cleared out. The only enemies are those little cloak bastards. So I'm gonna come back here and say, Maggie, the trees. There's more in the trees.
I'm glad you,
Alright.
you cleared that up. Start shooting at the trees.
Yeah. Well, remember the trees aren't. You can shoot right through them.
Damn trees.
And is that it for you, Douglan?
It is.
Maybe
All
they're
right.
just bushes.
Maggie spins around, sighting Mr. Cloaked Man 16, and fires her bow. And misses. You didn't give her the right pep talk.
No. She did hit the tree, though.
Just like you asked her to. All right, Brell. Brell is going to shoot with his firebolt once again at our new Mr. Githyanki warrior.
What are you doing, Douglan?
Sorry, I just checked off my channel divinities. It was marked as, for some reason, when I cast, it doesn't check it off, but it's okay.
All
Just
right.
doing some accounting.
Brell missed.
Oh, bro. It's okay, buddy. Firebolt's never a good spell. Just ask Fanon.
All right, our Githanthor hero steps forward and attacks Githyanki Warrior 20. Connects with his first swing. Swinging again. He connects again.
Are we allowed to talk out of turn? Is that allowed?
Nah, really no.
Thought I'd ask.
Lieutenant Arden.
All right, see if I can finish this guy off. Been loving fighting with these Githan Thors. They're so badass.
They
They're
are
man
badass.
crushing right now.
The general's pretty badass.
Yeah. Well, I've been next to this guy the whole fight practically as well.
Yeah, the hero.
Yeah. I want Githan.
Oh my goodness.
An automatic miss. No additional.
Okay.
It says fumble, but it doesn't mean anything.
Okay. I like miss wide. Oh, come back with a big wild upward slash.
That's better.
There we go. Oh, that killed him?
Nicely done, yeah.
Sweet. And then I hate the dooms with a passion. And I will start sprinting my way this way. Oops, it's 35 feet. It's too much. There we go.
Alrighty.
More scum to take care of.
Nightingale. I'm sorry, Corey Fairbanks.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes. Now, Colin, I'm going to ask this: the Yankee Warrior 20 that just went down, is he dead, or would I be able to spare the dying on him to save his life?
No, he's dead.
Dang nabbit. I will.
His heart and one lung are hanging out of his armor, but if you can bring him back.
Just a little duct tape. We'll be all right.
I'll move over to check on Anton.
All right.
If I need to
Sure.
roll a medical, I can.
Yeah, if you want that to be your turn, you can absolutely give us a medical check.
You know what? I won't do that instead. For a long shot, I will do spare the dying on him. He may be dead, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I don't know that he's dead.
Okay.
He doesn't come through.
No, he does not.
Okay. Let's end of
It
Nightingale's
doesn't
turn.
look good.
Okay. That's it. For me.
For me.
All right. That takes us to our cloaked man 16. He's going to take a shot at Lafferty, who's his clearest, nearest target.
Up in the air.
Like,
And he misses.
he's like, just can't get a bead on him.
Or you think you have a beat on him, but he's not really there.
Mm.
Landis,
Well,
you're behind a tree, but you know he's there. You just saw a bolt whiz up into the air at where he thought Lafferty was.
I will step around the tree. And I'll cast Frostbite on that man. As cold energy swirls towards him and strikes him in his hands. Bastard.
Oh, he gets advantage. He just happened to be wearing his winter mitts in the
Yeah.
summer.
He has mittens on.
Is that it for Landis?
Yeah. No,
That's it?
no, it's not. No, it's not.
All right.
It's all right. I moved back behind my tree.
What? Okay, that's fair.
Sorry, I was making sure it was a sucker
Okay.
save spell.
Cloaked Man 32 is engaged in melee attack with this Vanguard soldier.
His name is Hawthorne.
God damn it! His name is Robert Halson.
He has a name. And our Cloaked Man misses. Vanguard soldier 26. Not much to attack. He is going to start moving towards the other, where the other cloaked figure is. And he will take the dodge action. Mr. 34 engaging in a melee attack against this cloaked man. He connects. Oh, his mama's gonna be so proud.
Damn.
And he drops him.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, that was Hawthorne.
Did you see that, Lieutenant?
I sure did, Hawthorne. Excellent. Well swung. You've been
Lafferty.
from these.
All right. Lafferty goes into one of his many, many, many pouches and just grabs a little sprinkling of sand and throws it up into the air. At second level, he's casting that 78. 6, 7.
What are you casting?
Sleep. Does Cloak Man 16 have more than 32 hit points left?
He does not. All right. He
Save him
drops
for
to the
questioning.
ground.
Now he'll be easy to kill.
No, save him for questioning.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
Lieutenant, I appreciate the zeal, but
Been a while since I've been in a battle of this extraneousness.
All right, the cloaked man, just holding his crossbow, just kind of falls backwards, thump into the ground. And things go quiet in the clearing.
yeah, Douglan's going to tell the Vanguard to go tie this guy up and bring him forward.
Landis will run to where Anton is.
All right.
Suppose Douglan will too. After a real quick hug to Maggie. Come on, Maggie.
Well, Maggie turns and runs. She saw where Anton was during the battle, and everyone kind of converges on where Anton is lying on the ground.
Douglan, I'm so sorry. I should never have left Anton and dropped the shield. I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Landis. If you didn't destroy that obelisk, we'd still be fighting. He's gonna ask the what do you call it? Not lieutenant. Who's the other big guy that's here? The other
Burrell?
No, well, no. Burrell's a magic user. He wants to ask one of the Vanguard if there's a clear.
The general?
Yeah. Not. I mean, wait.
Well, there's me, there's Lieutenant Arden, and then there's the 2 other Vanguards.
No, I thought we had a
Captain Barlor?
Captain Barlor. Yeah.
He's not around right now.
No. Okay.
Well, he's not here.
Got it.
No.
Okay.
No. The 3 Vanguard that were here are Lieutenant Arden and the 2 Vanguard soldiers that were with him.
Okay. I mean, Douglan's gonna try to heal with lay on hands to see if it does anything.
Corey will put his hand on Douglan's shoulders. He's gone beyond healing, my friend.
We've got to try something. Is there a cleric? I ask Lieutenant Arden. Is there a cleric in your ranks?
Would we have a cleric in our ranks?
No, not here. No.
I think Evandor is the only place where there might be a cleric, and I don't know much about the Divine Arts, but I believe that there is a certain timeline in which such things can be performed.
Can you spare a rider?
That I'm sure we can do. And I'll start seeing. Can we hear? Is there still combat going on, like in other parts of the compound?
No,
presumably
you
you
don't.
guys-
You don't hear.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not hearing combat anywhere within earshot.
Okay. And I'll just say that we should probably stay alert, because if these 2 slip through our defenses, then maybe there's more about.
Yes. We'll talk about that later and how that happened. But right now, we've got to figure out what's going on here. Spare the dying. I know that's
It's
for
only-
somebody that's
Making death saves.
yeah.
Gentle
Something
repose.
else which is
Gentle
preserved.
repose is a spell that
That's it. Yeah, that's the one.
Don't
can
have
have
that, my
their
friend.
quality for a while.
Huh. Well, this has been a bittersweet reunion. Maggie, do any of your friends have any abilities that could help us here?
I'm sorry, Father. None that made it through.
And what happened?
We were preparing to come through the portal when the fortress was attacked by multiple winged riders. We barely had time to regroup, get the portal open, and get ourselves through.
Are you all that remain?
The general who has kind of come up, you can see he's sort of eyeing up Anton, and he says, it was, we've never encountered that many of the winged riders before. It was attack like none we have ever seen. If it had not been for Maggie and my other men, we would have never even got the portal open. They are definitely heroes of this day.
You're on mute there, Egan.
Douglan, it's obviously very emotional right now, but Douglan is going to take a moment and just embrace Maggie. I missed you so much, lass.
Oh, Father, I've dreamed of this day, but we have so much to talk about.
I know. I'm happy you're here. Is the
I'm happy
general
I'm
there?
here.
Is it's General
Yep.
Veramok?
Yep.
Yeah, Douglas.
Everybody is there basically standing around Anton right now.
So Douglan's going to turn to the general and say, well, we have much to do, but yeah, we have a lot to talk about. But let me get this settled. The Vanguard has sent word into the city. Hopefully we can get a cleric out here to see if we can't save Anton. In the meantime, let's get him to back to the house.
Yes, Nathaniel Hawthorne, please help with the body.
Landis will look to Lieutenant Arden and be like, we can't leave the old wine out here. It's too valuable.
Sure. How much of it is there? Is there like a few?
100 bottles. 100.
Yeah, 100 bottles. So there's probably, we'll say there's about 20 bottles in a case. So,
okay.
6 cases.
Lafferty is, you see him kind of mumble some things, and basically you just don't know why, but one of the cases lifts up and it starts walking to where we want it to go.
Any able-bodied man, grab a case. Bring these to safety. The last thing we need is the Dooms or the Githyanki to get these.
I'll take Anton, and Douglan picks him up. He's not a very big guy, Anton, and he starts walking towards the house.
I can carry a case. The 2 other Vanguard can carry a case. You've got an invisible case carrier.
Unseen servant, yeah.
What are we doing about our sleeping beauty?
I thought we had some guards tie him up, right? And bring him along.
Yeah, Nightingale will. He's sleeping until what? Injured?
Yeah, I think it's a minute.
Okay, well, he's tied up. I don't care. I'll drag him along. Landis will help me.
Nice.
Corey will make sure he stuffs a rag into the guy's mouth.
All right, you make your way back to the manor house. The group of you, and you pile into the manor house, laying Anton down in sort of the living room area on one of the benches there, and everybody's just kind of standing around looking at each other, unsure of what to do.
Corey's going to walk up to General, Varmok?
Verimok.
And ask him if the Gith Yankee can open another portal. Should we be readying for a second wave?
No. Just destroying the obelisk destroyed the portal. That is why we needed to do this. They cannot travel through again until that portal is rebuilt. And this is not an easy task.
Sir, General, Lafferty's like, are you all that remain?
We are not. I do hope and believe that many of my warriors were able to escape the fortress. We had others that were stationed in alternate locations. There should still be a sizable force of us left.
You got a crack and a pop going on in your audio.
Sir, I have to ask. It seems very uncanny that the exact moment that you were coming, that they were coming. It's almost as if they knew. And I find that very disconcerting and much too much of a coincidence to be chance.
Boy, just spit it out. You think they got a traitor amongst them?
That is the right of it, Corey. Absolutely. They knew exactly where to come, when to come, and they also knew where our weaknesses were. As you can see, and he is like looking down at Anton, and it's kind of hitting him now, like, you know, this is his mentor. Look what happened. How does this happen? General, we need answers.
Unfortunately, what you are saying is likely, that there was a traitor in our midst who understood the significance of today. I can tell you no more than that for now.
Lieutenant Arden, what about here? Because not everybody came from there. But what about here? How did they get through the lines? Like, Lafferty's never been like this, right? He's normally very analytical, but you're seeing first time a little bit more emotion in what's going on here, and he's being very critical, which he normally isn't. How does this happen, Lieutenant?
Is our Captain Barlor or Lieutenant Rycroft around here at this point, or are they out? Like, we're the only ones back right now.
You're the only ones at the manor house right now. Yes.
So you can see Lieutenant Arden's. He's a little anxious himself, and he's like, "Right now, I don't have any reasonable answer for you. Obviously, these people are skilled in their own way. We've been trying to come up with plans to disrupt them and better our strategies against them, but still they find ways to be ever conniving and adaptive. I am anxious to try to meet up with the captain to ensure that everyone's safety is still intact. Would anyone care to join me?"
Well, Landis will join you. Lafferty, the Vanguard are doing their best. We're all doing our best.
Well, yeah, but right now that doesn't seem to be good enough, does it? Now, huh? It doesn't seem to be good enough. We've lost Anton. We have...
You don't need to tell me about losing Anton. I was the one who dropped the shield. I left him open. And Landis will walk out the door, headed out to the Vanguard.
So, let me ask you, Lieutenant, and maybe you, Master Wizard, do you have ways of extracting information from those that are unwilling to share? We have someone right here. I put him to bed. I hope he wakes up to nightmares.
He woke up when I dragged him up here. That poor lad's been ground in the dirt for the last 500 meters.
Lieutenant Arden just says, whatever you do, interrogate him all you wish, but keep him alive, because my superiors will also wish to speak with him. And then he's out the door to try to meet up with Captain Barlor, find Barlor.
Landis will
Landis
join up with him.
Yeah.
All right, you, Arden and Landis, you head back outside. You can see, when you come down off the porch from the manor house, you can see the camp. There's a lot of activity going on inside of the camp. And you do catch sight of Captain Barlor speaking with some of the Vanguard soldiers there.
Okay.
Lieutenant Arden, you will have to forgive my friend Lafferty. He's not been himself lately. We know the Vanguard did all they could.
Indeed, I do not take it personally at all. I understand extraneous circumstances. Not a problem.
Let us find out what happened.
Indeed. We'll go meet up with Barlor.
All right, you make your way over to the Vanguard camp. Barlor, seeing you guys approach, disengages from the conversation he's having and comes over to you. And how did things go at the portal?
It was chaos, sir, and I'm afraid we have failed in one of our charges in protecting Mr. Tionchar. He has fallen victim to attack. He is
His
dead.
status is dead.
Deceased, sir. Yes. It would appear that
We have dispatched someone to possibly bring a cleric.
yes, riders have been sent. Two of these. Do we know that they're dooms at this point? Like we recognize them, or are they just
We
cloaked?
don't. Just cloaked figures.
You don't know, but I mean everyone is sort of suspecting they were
Suspiciously.
likely dooms.
They were carrying their Doom ID cards, as I recall.
yeah. Honorary member of the Doom.
Mhm.
Just clipped.
Yep. They all have
Captain-
the same polo shirts.
We're interested on how these cloaked figures made it past the perimeter.
Well, you speak of chaos at the portal. There has been nothing but chaos for the last near hour. I can only assume shortly after the portal opened, dooms came out of the woods everywhere. We were attacked in multiple locations. We were able to fend off most of the attacks. Who we presume to be dooms were either killed or fled. Thankfully, our losses were minimal. Theirs were great.
We managed to capture one alive, sir.
Excellent. We, too, were able to capture several of them.
This almost feels like a coordinated effort from these Gith folk and these potential dooms. Perhaps they have ways of contacting each other as well.
You're drawing a conclusion I was reaching myself, Lieutenant Arden. This seems too much of a coincidence for such a organized attack on two different planes of existence. There has to be some way they're communicating back and forth.
That would seem a logical conclusion. I do not have answers, as I understand you do not either. But it is far too much of a coincidence that this Doom attack happened at the same time that the Githyanthor came through the portal.
Agreed.
In the meantime, Captain, I suggest we bring a few soldiers back into the winery's main building.
Compound.
Douglan and his family are in there, and they'll be grieving, and I'd like to give them as much protection as possible now so they have no worries.
It has already been taken care of. We have people stationed all throughout the winery as we speak.
Captain, you should know that Lieutenant Arden held himself quite well on the front lines. He performed admirably and bravely.
I
would
appreciate
expect no less.
the praise, Mr. von Tenebrin, but cannot help but feel a sense of shame for my failures in the contribution. But we did what we could, I suppose.
We all played a part in the travesty that happened tonight.
Captain, I'd like to volunteer to stay back with the regiment to help protect the compound, if I may.
I would feel that assigning you to the manor house itself would be most appropriate, Lieutenant.
So we will, with your leave, we'll head back then and perhaps interrogate this prisoner.
We have several to interrogate ourselves. If you have any or the rest have any interest in joining us in that interrogation, I would be quite open to it.
I will confer with the other company.
Perhaps Douglan knows of a room we can use. Let's head back.
Bring your prisoner here, and we'll add them to the others.
Oh, perhaps our Githyanthor guests will have insights as well to contribute to all of this. So.
We will, in our interest, begin with the presumed dooms, and then once we are done with their interrogation, we will speak with our Gith visitors.
Very good, sir.
And hopefully we can get a cleric here to deal with Anton. I know that the Vanguard have means in Evandor.
Okay. And then
We'll head back.
yeah, we'll head back, yeah. Meanwhile, in the manor.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
I'll cut his throat open.
There's no cats, so
What are they doing in here?
avoid gory details.
Let's skin him alive.
Awesome.
I don't... Do any of you guys know off the top of your head, what is the timeline to resurrection?
So each
think
spell
there's
has its own
different-
timeline.
yeah.
Yeah.
Revivify, I think, is like within a few minutes or something.
1 minute.
Yeah. So it has to be a resurrection.
Resurrection.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know what
Expensive
the...
as F. Yeah.
7 days, I think. I think resurrection's 7 days or something.
So there's raised dead.
Oh, it says here, a dead creature that has been dead for no more than a century. So you should be okay.
Yeah, that's a high level spell.
It is a high-level spell.
Douglan's like, take your time, it's okay.
That's true resurrection though, I think, isn't it? Or no, true resurrection is like
Nope.
unlimited like time frame.
Yeah.
From
That's
like
just
a hair you can
resurrection.
resurrect them.
Did-
like, yeah.
Did we roll Anton into the cool cellar?
You can
Nice
true
and preserved.
resurrection disintegrate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
that's
bring
right.
anything back with true resurrection.
But hopefully you won't have to pay for that.
Yeah, it's a century. I looked it up here, and
I think there's
the
one
co-
other that's in between. But
the cost is certainly something that
Yeah.
Tionchar Winery could. I just looked it up here. They said around 5,000 gold pieces would be a
Well,
resurrection.
Douglan, there goes your retirement.
There goes your retirement, son.
You're gonna have to stay out adventuring.
All right, so
No.
Lieutenant Arden. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say raised dead if a creature has been dead no longer than 10 days.
Okay, so they could go with raised dead, which would be a
Cheaper.
discount.
Yeah, it's definitely cheaper.
You might come back with some.
As
Yeah.
long as the
Little-
creature is willing and at liberty to rejoin the body.
Yeah, maybe Douglan. Maybe Anton doesn't want to come back. He's free of Douglan.
Yeah.
Douglan's like, we're gonna go with the discount package.
Yeah, if we can bring him back quicker, that'll be way cheaper.
Okay.
Let's see. What's the cost of a raised dead? Let's see here.
Well, that might presume too how damaged his body was. If his head's cut off or something, then he can't.
No, he took a bolt straight in the chest, killed him.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Oh man, and
So
what's
it
his
says
name?
here, I
Paladin?
usually use that as my general reference. Adventurers League usually says about 1,250 gold pieces for a raised dead, which is
Well,
only a
well.
fifth level spell.
Well, Landis and Arden were away. Could Corey Fairbanks get a shot at this doom?
Yeah, absolutely. But is he? Are you going to bring him conscious again? Yeah, I guess it's at your.
He would have, as
Beckon
soon as I
would-
would've
started
woken up.
dragging him, he
Yeah.
would have woken up.
Yep.
You know, because
Okay.
I didn't avoid bumps or rocks. I just dragged him over it all.
I didn't avoid anything.
No. Oh, is that a bastard sword? I'll drag you across. Cheese grater.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely. You can have a crack on him.
Nightingale, or sorry, I should say Corey will kind of ask Lafferty to wait outside. Lafferty, wait outside for me. I got an idea. I might be able to get some information from this guy.
Okay.
But just keep an ear out. And I'll go in the room, and because I'm I've got a streety past and fairly good sleight of hand skills. I'm going to be rolling a coin in my fingers. And
Okay.
as I'm walking around the guy, I'll be like, you have one chance to tell me the truth. And I'll stop with my hand in front of his face like this. And in my fingers is a doom coin. And I'll look him in the eyes and I'll kind of give him a little nod. Where were we falling back to? I need to get out of here. And I will roll my deception.
Nice.
All right.
Drink the wine. Drink the wine.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Give us a deception. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Because I did have a doom coin. That is a very old coin from a particular family.
Yeah, from the Whitfields. This guy looks at you and goes, "What's your name?"
My name is not of your concern.
Well, you're clearly one of us. I'm Newland.
Newland. Wait a second. Colin, do I remember? Hang on. Let me check. Who were the people sent? It's the Cortland family, right?
Cortland's. Burrell Cortland.
I'll look at him and I'll be like, I'll kind of look around and I'll give a tug on my mustache to peel half of it off and put back. I'm Burrell Cortland. If I need to do another deception or persuasion,
Leave the 20.
check.
Leave the 20.
No,
No,
okay.
no, not yet. He says, well, the plan was to fall back to the tunnels at the farm.
Oh, makes sense. I'll do what I can to free you, but the mission is all of concern.
Yes, of course.
And I'll be like, I'll see what I can do. And I'll leave the room. And I'll go out to Landis and be like, dear Lord, that actually worked. I'll be like, Lafferty, we need to let the Vanguard know that they were falling back to the old tunnels that were at the old manor house at the Cortlands.
Immediately.
No, at
What else did he
the
say?
Whitfield.
At the Whitfield,
Whit-
sorry. At the
Whitfields,
Whitfields. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, sorry, Brell. Not you, dude. You're good.
Yeah, Burrell's like, what?
I'm a doom now?
Yes, of course. What else did he say? Tell me everything. Tell me every detail.
That's all I got from him. As far as he's concerned, he thinks I'm a damn it, I keep forgetting their name.
A doom.
He thinks I'm a doom. Which else should I ask him? Oh,
Do
wait.
you know who else? Here.
Who else what?
Who else? Who else? He thinks you're the informant, but it's not you, is it?
Are
Can't be you.
Crazy fool? You gotta stop sipping the sauce. Excuse me, I gotta head back in for a moment.
Can you find out who else?
I'll see what I can come up with.
All right, I'm off.
Corey will walk back in. Dear God, we've lost the DM.
I'll run and I'll go tell the first Vanguard that I see.
I'm here.
If it's our lieutenant here, what was just told.
Would Arden and Landis
are we
be getting
back
back?
now? Yeah.
Yeah,
around
you're
this
just
time?
you're
While we
just
were out.
arriving. It's not that far. You're just arriving
Okay.
back at the manor house.
Lieutenant, Corey got some valuable information. He was able to deceive our visitor here, and he said that the fallback point was the tunnels at the farm at the Whitfields. Are you guys aware of the tunnels?
I don't know. Would we be aware of the tunnels?
You aren't actually. Now
Okay.
you for your reference, because I don't know if you got to that point or not, Max, but the manor house at the Whitfields burned to the ground.
Okay.
But there are lots of, there are barns, there are other buildings
Right,
in
because they
that
had
area.
large
But
It's an
the
orchard,
land,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the Vanguard themselves have never found tunnels,
Okay.
per se. But never really were specifically looking for
Right.
tunnels.
So Lieutenant would be confident in telling Lafferty that they've never found the tunnels, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna go back, and before hopefully Corey goes back in, I'm gonna say to actually, you know what? I don't even need to go back to him. I'm going to message him, and I'm going to say, the Vanguard does not know where the tunnels are. See if you can find that information. You can respond to this message.
Over.
I'm in the room with the filler. I can't really respond right now.
Well, I know, but this way it's just to you. So
Yeah.
that just hit your head.
Hit your head on the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah.
So this room that I'm in with this person, is there a window out of it?
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. I like that, Colin. Thank you. I'll come back in and close the door behind me, and I'll go up and I'll start cutting his ropes, and I'll be like, "We got to get to them tunnels. My cover, I think, is going to be blown since you guys did the attack." And I'll cut the ropes, and I'll head to the window with the guy. Let's go out the window.
All right. Newland makes his way over, and there's so many people around here. We'll never get out.
You might be right. I might be able to get out, but you're doomed.
No.
Oh God.
Just no. Just no.
Yeah.
Again, 2d4 psychic damage, and
Yeah.
so Lafferty's going to message him again. What is okay, I know you can't talk, but what is your plan?
You hear outside the door, Arden mentioning that Captain Barlow wants this prisoner joined up with the other prisoners.
Yeah. So Landis and the lieutenant are
Yeah.
kind of entering the manor house now.
Okay. So I'm gonna Lafferty's gonna stop them though, and I'm gonna explain that what's going on. That Corey has a con going. That this guy believes that he's one of the Dooms, and he's found valuable information. Let's let him work it. He's gonna so they don't go in there and barging. But I am gonna ask through message for Corey to come out again for just a brief moment so we can talk.
Okay, in the other room, Corey will look at this. It's Newland, is it?
Newland. Yep.
Newland is like, you leave getting us out up to me. Get out that window with me. And he'll push Newland out the window first. And while he's doing that, he'll be like, I'm going to make a break with this guy to get to the tunnels. I'll leave a trail.
Okay.
Follow me, Lafferty.
Okay. So,
Pez.
Yep. He's going to send Pez up and to watch that, and he's going to relay that to Arden and to the captain.
So
Douglan
once
is going to stay with Anton and Maggie. They're not leaving the side there.
Okay.
Once Nightingale kind of pushes, or Corey pushes Newland out the window, he'll crawl out the window and he'll be like, and he'll cast Silent Image so that Corey is now standing beside Douglan. And as long as Newland stays within Douglan's image, we will casually walk out.
Okay.
So you're superimposing Douglan.
I'm superimposing Douglan over top of, right? Is that a possibility? It says you create an image or an object or a creature. It's visible only. It can be up to a 15-foot cube. So I can actually make Douglan seem a little bigger just so he covers up Newland. There's no sound or anything, but I'll be walking. And if anyone approaches, Corey will do all the talking. Because he's consoling Douglan. He just lost Anton. Don't bother us. Oh. And that's how we'll get this dude out of the...
Don't bother us.
At least that's how I will attempt to get him out.
Okay, give me a deception check.
Can Lafferty, though, tell Captain and Arden to back off?
Well, none of them are... Wow, that's pretty good deception. Yeah, I'm going to say that you make your way out of Tionchar together, and nobody seems too much the wiser that the two of you are leaving.
And the way Corey is doing it is he's going to kind of let Newland lead, but seeming like I'm always watching, making sure we're not being tailed. Like, you lead the way, I'll make sure we're not being tailed.
See,
all right, you guys, you make your way, sort of through the winery out into the vineyards, across the vineyards into the surrounding forest. You kind of recognize that Newland is moving towards those trails that you've traveled in the past to the Whitfield farm.
And as using my sleight of hand, as we're moving along, I'll drop caltrops on the ground, like breadcrumbs.
Pez has you guys.
But just in case.
Just in case. Lafferty's going to message him again. Find out if there are others within our ranks.
Okay, we'll come back
Yes.
to Landis.
I don't want everybody to watch me play. Sorry, I went off on my own.
No, it's awesome.
Fine.
It was great.
All right.
Freaking awesome.
Lieutenant and Lafferty have just made it back. Or sorry,
Landis.
sorry. Yeah, it was Corey that has left with. Sorry, I'm getting everybody all mixed up. Lafferty, obviously you know what's going on. So you'll explain it to the lieutenant and Landis as they enter.
Yes.
But Captain Barlor has asked for you guys to join him in interrogating the other prisoners.
If I may, Captain, we're right in the middle of something that is very important. I suggest that we have men ready. If there are others that are in this tunnel right now, Corey is on his own with the prisoner trying to find out these tunnels that you neglected to find after months of having free reign of that orchard.
Is Landis here as well?
Yeah, Landis came
Landis
back.
is still
Listening
here.
to Lafferty tongue lash everyone?
Lafferty's upset. He lost Anton. He's very upset. But he doesn't think the best use of time right now is to interrogate prisoners when Corey has found out what we need to know. I suggest that we focus our attention on that.
He does make a point, Captain.
So, Lafferty, you are all worked up. And you are obviously you're very distressed by what has just happened with Anton. You're very fired up, and you black out and start to fall to the ground. So this is what the rest of the group sees. You just kind of, your eyes roll in the back of your head, and you start basically falling backwards to
Reach
the
out
ground.
to try to capture him, or at least ease his fall.
So
This is awesome.
Oh, I heard this voice in one of the episodes.
Oh.
That's
You
oh, maybe it's not.
Lafferty, as you awake, you are so you don't really feel like anything has happened to you, but your vision kind of goes blurry for a moment, and when your vision sort of resets itself, you are back in that place in the void where the void hunters were flying all around you, creating the big circle around, and you are standing there, and across from you you can see the shadow creature, and it's sort of it's looking you up and down. See if I can get this right.
Hopefully it's the pixie voice.
I knew that you would join me, Lafferty. It was only a matter of time until your curiosity got the better of you. Void water is not to be toyed with. I hoped that I could scare you away before you became gripped by its power. But then it is really not so bad. I am actually beginning to like it.
So the shadow creature starts to slowly fade away, and kind of almost like a smoke clearing from around it. You see Anubis is standing before you. You see, lad, like yourself, as my research and experiments with the potion of etherealness continued, I begin to see and feel changes in myself. Changes that I've come to realize are brought on by consuming too much void water. Changes that I have yet to fully understand. You need to be careful, lad. We have entered into something unknown. Something powerful. Maybe too powerful. But only time will tell. And then as Anubis, as his final words kind of come, you sort of re-enter your body, and you're almost at the floor just as the lieutenant catches you from whacking the floor.
Where are you, Anubis?
You say that out
Landis.
loud?
Yeah.
You are back in at Tionchar. Everything, the vision has gone.
Lafferty, are you okay?
Yes. 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 I'm fine. I'm fine.
Is
So?
this a case of a fit of apoplexy? Does this happen frequently?
No. 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 It doesn't. I'm
Perhaps
fine.
you've
I'm fine.
got yourself
I'm fine.
too worked up, my friend. It's been a strenuous day for us all. I know Anton was close to you.
I think others should be worked up too, Landis, don't you think? Again, Corey's out there by himself, trying to find answers that none of us could find. I suggest we focus on that. I'm fine. Thank you, Lieutenant. And he shrugs you off a little bit. I'm fine.
Lieutenant
So
Ock?
a vanguard soldier appears at the door to the manor house, and he says, I'm begging your pardon, but Captain Barlor has asked that you join him in interrogating these prisoners.
Very
You
good.
know how I feel about that. And I'm gonna head towards where Corey is.
This messenger that showed up, Colin, for the captain,
The vanguard soldier?
the
Yep.
Vanguard soldier, Landis will be like, Tell the captain we'll be along shortly to begin without us. We have matters to attend to and we'll be taking Lieutenant Arden with us.
Understood. I will relay the message. And he's gone again as quickly as he appeared.
Lafferty. Pez is watching, you said?
I've got him.
Shut them eyes and lead the way.
Yeah. So he's going to go into
Lieutenant Arden,
as
allow Lafferty to take your shoulder. He can't see while he looks through his familiar.
Of course.
and I'll kind of, mumble. Well, I'll say where we're going, basically.
Okay, you make your way, following the route that Corey Fairbanks has gone with Newland. Across the winery, through the vineyards, into the forest. You make your way to the trail that takes you to the Whitfield farm. For Corey and Newland, you arrive at the tree line that looks in, sort of across the farmland, across the Whitfield farmland, and it is crawling with Vanguard soldiers.
Well, Newland, do you have any ideas how we can get to the tunnels?
So he points off towards the where one of the barns are. He says, just in behind the barn, there is access to a cellar. It's in the back of the cellar, but I don't see how we'll get there.
Corey will look at him. I'm familiar with where the location is. This is my family's land, for crying out loud. I asked you how we would try to get there. Perhaps a distraction.
Maybe. What did you have in mind?
Just hold on. And Corey has a little bandolier on him, and he pulls out this little straight piece of iron. And he looks at the guy and he goes, boop, taps him with it and casts Hold Person on Newland.
Okay.
We want to do a save?
Yeah, absolutely. I gotta come up with a new one. Just
He's low rank. He's tens across the board.
Yes. And by the way, I assume he has no weapons either, right? Because
I haven't
tied him
armed
up with his full crossbow arsenal and daggers.
No, he had nothing left on him when. Okay, just give me a guy to throw into the combat tracker there for you.
Sorry, brah. We're just running with it, man.
All good. Fantastic.
I love it, Barry. Awesome.
Well, it's like, I knew I had a coin. I was like, oh, that'd be the perfect way to fool him into that coin was Duran Whitfield's
Anton's
coin.
the fairly... Oh, no, sorry. Wait, no. That's not the guy. How did I get Anton in there?
You
Newland.
can always tell him to just accept it. Like, you have a plan. Just relax and take it.
Okay. He is... I got the one guy is now in the combat tracker visible. And you can run that attack against him. Or that effect against him.
Yeah.
He failed.
He is now held. And with that, Corey Fairbanks looks him in the face, pulls out that coin and flips it. You fool. The Dooms should never have trusted this information with a fool like you. And he'll call out to the Vanguard and he goes like, the tunnel is behind the shed. Get down and get them.
All right, the the vanguard come riding towards you, a half dozen of them. They don't know Corey,
I know.
so
How
they
far away are we, Lieutenant and Lafferty? Because we've making our way there too.
Yep. So the half dozen vanguard riders ride up to
Put
you,
my hands
and
up.
you know they have their weapons drawn, and they're, who are you and why are you here?
My name's Corey Fairbanks, and I come from Tionchar Winery. I fooled this doom into telling me where the tunnel is they were all supposed to fall back to. It's located in the Whitfield property just behind that shed over there. You don't have to believe me, but it'd be worth checking it out. I've got him in a hold right now. He won't be a problem. My friends should be coming. I'm friends with Lieutenant Arden and Lieutenant Rycroft. They both know me.
Stay here while we check this out. Two of the riders remain behind, sort of watching over you. The other three ride for the barn and the cellar.
I'll tell the guys I would tie that fella up if I were you. He's not going to be very happy when he gets free.
One of them dismounts and deals with tying up the held person, Mr. Newland. You see the other three riders, they ride for the barn. They dismount and they open the doors on this root cellar and head down in. There's a big rumble. Dust comes out from everywhere around the barn and all around, and only one of them makes his way back up from the root cellar.
Oh shit! Collapsed.
Dang, booby trapped.
Fail safes.
All right.
Do the others catch up with us by this time?
Sure, we'll say that you can see the two of them and the vanguard. The one vanguard soldier is tying up, while the other one keeps an eye on Corey Fairbanks, who looks really, really shifty.
Corey will be like, I'm just going to let my friends know we're over here. You can see them coming through the woods. It's...
Yep.
Yeah. Lieutenant,
so Lieutenant Arden and Lafferty, and who else do we have? Landis?
Landis.
The three of you. You're approaching the group now.
Adieu, gentlemen. He's with us.
Oh, absolutely, Lieutenant. I'm sorry. We're just taking precautions.
Where's the rest of your contingent?
I'm afraid to say, Lieutenant Arden, they went down in the tunnel that we located, and it looks like only one of them's come out. I think we should go have a gander.
Yes, urgently.
We'll run over to the tunnel.
All right. The one vanguard soldier that made it out, he looks a bit beat and battered, like he just got out, and he's just sitting on the ground, and he's like,
give him some water.
What happened?
The tunnels, they collapsed as soon as we got to them.
Must have been booby-trapped in some manner or form.
How far did you get in before they collapsed?
It was wide open in the back, sir, and as soon as we approached it, the whole cellar just started to come in on us.
It was open in the back? You mean it looked like there was further passage?
Yes. There was definitely a tunnel in the back of that cellar.
Any chance that any of the other men made it further along?
I hope so.
Landis will try to go to where he can see all the collapse, and he'll kind of grab behind his ear and he'll pull out Hero and see if Hero can find a way through the rubble. If there's any way, because it's just a little spider.
So what, as you get down, as you go down the stairs and under the barn, what appears to basically have happened is they've set it up so everything from the barn floor down just collapsed
Oh, wow.
into the cellar. As you get down the stairs, you can look up into the barn now, but there's just rubble. It's it would take a lot of digging to get under all of this down further into the cellar.
Well, we still have a captive. We can take him back to the captain and resume interrogations, find out more about where this tunnel led and where they might be holding up.
Corey, do you believe that he knew you were deceiving him?
I had that poor sucker fooled. There must have been a booby trap set that the Vanguard troops triggered off. It wouldn't be unlike most people to booby trap. Those in the know would be able to disarm it before they entered.
Mm-hmm.
But I had that poor sucker, thinking I was Duran Whitfield. Well, let's get back. We'll send some troops back, maybe with some shovels, and they can get digging. And if we can get ourselves some access to that tunnel, perhaps we can. But until then, there's other troops to. And besides, we left Douglan by himself.
With his daughter.
He's with his daughter. He's okay. Well, maybe not okay.
Well, yeah, Maggie and Douglan are still with Anton.
Yeah.
And we will switch over to them for a moment. Maggie is just sort of sitting, she's sitting on a chair. Like I said before, Anton's been placed on one of the couches in the living area. And, she turns to her father and she says,
Corey signal?
This is not how I thought it would happen.
I know, lass. But he's coming back. I know it. He's coming back to us. And when he does, we'll have a chance to... Well, you're going to tell me all about what you've been doing. Look at you. Look at you, kid. Oh, he would be so proud.
I don't even know where to start, Father. There's just so much I need to tell you.
Me as well.
It wasn't supposed to happen this way. The general had it all figured. We would open the portal, we would collect the wine, we would issue it to the troops, and we would use it to begin our attacks against the Githyanki. We don't understand where they're getting the things they have. Someone is working with them, Father, and they're not far from achieving their goal.
I'm afraid you're right. Way too much of a coincidence that they all met here at the same time. But I think there's informants on both sides of this portal. And we need to get to the bottom of it. But tell me, lass, what was the plan? Were you going back or were you staying?
You can see that. You can see the pain in her face over that question. Father, there's something that I need to talk to you about, but I don't know if I'm ready to have this conversation. Well, I don't think there's a good time for it, so please come sit with me.
You're pregnant.
With a Gith baby, Father.
No, go ahead, Lux.
It's called a Gith human.
Oh God.
So you see her, she's trying to figure out how to say this. And then she turns, she grabs Douglan's hand, and she's squeezing it just super tight, and she just looks you right in the eye, and she says, Father, Mama and the children are not gone. Their spirits are trapped in the between. When they were killed, their spirits were pulled through the portal into the between. They're stuck there because they did not find their own way. Their spirits are unaccounted for by the three, so they are neither dead or alive. The Githyanthor have seen this happen before, and General Verimok tells me that he believes that they can be brought back to the material plane through the timeless temple. They should become whole again.
Douglan squeezes back and looks her dead in the eye and says, I knew they were not going. I knew it. What do we have to do?
Mama only started to appear to me a few Trigons ago. She's very confused. She doesn't remember the night that her and the children were killed. They will come to us if we enter. They will come to us.
Then that's what we'll do. I knew it, lass. To the bottom of my soul, I knew it.
That's why I had to go back, Father. I was going to go back. I didn't know if I could tell you, but I wanted to be sure.
Well, I needed to figure things out too on my end. When you and Mom and Timothy and Ian and the twins were lost, let's say. I was lost. Lost myself into the bottom of bottles. Was ready to give up. But then you came back. And I had a purpose. I'm seeing clear now what that purpose is.
We'll bring them back. We'll bring them back, Father. We will.
Yes, we will. And nothing will stand in our way. Not these feckin' doom, this feckin' Gith Yankee.
Jesus, do you talk to your mother with that mouth?
Oh, she's got a worse mouth than I do, lass.
Oh,
Where do you think I learned it?
Nana was the worst. Oh.
And I just give her a big hug and just, bear hug, like a year in the making.
All right, gentlemen at the Whitfield farm. Are you returning? Are you walking back? Obviously, the vanguards are dealing with things at the Whitfields.
We could take back the prisoner.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna bring back Mr. Newland. You are making your way back. Newland's a little dazed and confused, and definitely realized he got world-class duped by Corey Fairbanks.
Well, while we're headed back, Landis will look to Lieutenant Arden and be like, I heard you say, Lieutenant Arden, that some of the Vanguard pay their way to be in your position. Is that correct? And you chose
Those who
not to?
join our ranks from it's a prestigious position for sometimes less common noble families, but definitely high society and wealthy families will enlist children or, well, adults, but their heirs into the Vanguard. And many have the means to acquire them rank. The Vanguard is well funded in that regard. But I had the option, my parents had the means to have done the same for myself, but I chose to achieve my status, as it were, through merit.
I understand completely. When I went to Windrest, my grandfather was a professor at the School of Wizardry. I easily could have rode on his coattails, but chose to make a name for myself as well.
Yes.
It is a hard road and a hard choice to make when such an easy path lays ahead of one.
I feel responsibility should be earned, not made.
Well, Vanguard has made a wide choice in you.
Thank you, sir. I would just mention to this Newland fella, our prisoner, that since the jig is up, if he continues to cooperate, it would probably bode him well. Try to
good cop, bad cop.
Massage the process.
He's become very mute since his unfortunate choice he made with Landis.
Open his mouth, look for fake teeth that he could bite down on.
Lieutenant Arden, when we get this feller back, I think he should be kept separate so that he doesn't give up the ruse that I might be able to work this magic again on another feller.
I will advise the captain of it, sir. Yes, very, very clever.
Lafferty, great use of the old hooter you got up there.
The hooter. Yes, that's how we like to refer to Pez, as the hooter.
Where do you
All right, you guys make your way. You're walking up to the winery now. Go ahead, Lafferty.
Sorry. Landis, where do you think those tunnels go?
I would predict, and not basing this off anything other than a hunch, more than likely it's an escape route off of the Whitfield property. I don't think it leads to anywhere except a safe location to resurface, regroup, and get out of there.
Yes. Lieutenant, if you could direct your men, you should start in a circular pattern and spread out. Obviously, they've had the farm for a long time, so the tunnels could, in essence, go indefinitely, but it does not seem logical that they would run this so far if these were just escape tunnels. But perhaps, again, if the men could start in a circular motion until they unpack what's down there. But I have to be honest, I'm very disappointed in all of us for not seeing that. We've had access to this farm for how long? He shakes himself. Forgive me. I've never lost anyone. And the loss of Anton has upset me. And it's illogical. It's serving no purpose other than to upset my friends. So for that, I apologize.
It's
but
understandable.
We need to be better.
Make no mistake, we've been here a long time, and we too have come to know this family and appreciate the hospitality that has been offered to us. And even though we may seem cool in light of this tragedy, it is merely our training, I suppose, to remain calm and assess everything and take appropriate action. So we will grow and be better from this. I know that doesn't sound like any sort of consolement, given that someone dear has lost their life, but rest assured that good can come of this.
Let's hope so. And also, how is it that, again, we have traitors in our ranks?
Well, we don't know. There's many questions, and we've had little time to discover answers. But I will take your advisement to Captain Barlor, and we will begin that search you recommended immediately.
Lafferty, my friend, the traitors could be part of the Githyanthor, not necessarily the vanguard.
It's true. You're right. We have to look at all angles, but it just seems, again,
Just try not to point fingers quite yet, my friend.
well, I think it's
Emotions
all of
run
us.
hot, and you
Yes.
seem to run hotter than most tonight.
Indeed. Yes. Still, it's a puzzle I can't figure out yet, but I will.
With both of us working on it, we'll get to the bottom of it. And the vanguard will do all they can to assist, I'm sure.
Of course.
All right, you arrive back at the manor house, where Douglan and Maggie and Anton are still waiting. You kind of enter, Douglan and Maggie are talking, catching up. They have a lot of catching up to do. And we will put the old pause button on tonight's session.
A perfect
Right.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Right
Boom.
there, as you roll into the manor house for where Douglan and Maggie are talking. Well, that's a hell of a night.
It's a sweet first
Nice.
session.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Fun times. Lots
Awesome.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks, gentlemen. I will I'll sign us out of the session for the night, and then we can
Goodbye, super fan.
chat
We
a little bit amongst ourselves for the night. But Max, thank you so much. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Look forward to carrying this on into our next session. And Barry and Egan, do better.
We're trying. We're trying.
If we only
All right,
had
everyone.
DM to work with, I tell you.
Exactly.
Shade.
All right, guys. Thanks very much. Fantastic night. And we
Thank
will
you.
sign out.